isn't quite what I thought I'd be. When I was a kid on VOIP, I thought when I get older I'd marry her. I told her. Now I'm 26 and I work in an office. 9 till 5's not the best, I'll be honest. If I could change a single thing, I'd make it me and not him. He's in your bed, I'm in your Twitch chat. I've got the key and he's just a doormat. And even though he's got social skills, that doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of him, 'cause she moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, oh. Your new boyfriend's an asshole. Jared,
of course I bet Jared.
The one who took you away from me. You hit it off instantly. I know, 'cause you won't stop telling me. I've seen his jawline, shoulders and muscles push against his fashion sense. I've thought about what he looks like nude. I'm not gay though. 'Cause she's living the dream. Oh, she's living the dream. From back when we were 17. She's living the dream. Oh, she's living the dream. From back when we were 17. How on earth could I be safe when I'm one click away from insane? I just think that I deserve a little bit of what I earned. I'm not gonna make another scene. The one I made when I was 23 means I'm not allowed in Disney World. But he's in your bed and I'm in your Twitch chat. I've got the key and he's just a doormat. 'Cause even though he's got social skills, that doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of him, 'cause she moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, oh. Your new boyfriend's an asshole.
Is that better? Is my mic better? I don't know how bad my mic is. This is so quirky. I know, right? It's I should mention, I'm kind of sick, chat. I'm kind of sick. So if I suddenly start coughing aggressively or just sneeze aggressively, don't hold it against me. I don't know. I have a cold. I don't know what I have actually. I know I'm sick. Which is why we're not playing anything harsh today, because originally we were gonna play a horror game, but I was like, do I really want to do this while sick? And I was like, no. I need to find what chapter I left off on. Did I leave off on chapter 15? Oh, okay, yeah. I wake up in a dark room. Oh my god. Then I remember Zane shot us. I look around and see Edward. Is he okay? Edward, how the fuck are you alive? Well, not alive. You look pretty dead. I'm a vampire, Wyatt. I don't die that. He's supposed to be British, not. Wow, the death threats ban. Mox, stop doing death threats. I'm quiet. Oh, is this better? I don't know how. My mic sucks. Stop doing death threats, guys. Stop bullying, guys. Jacob, what are you doing here? Edward asked. I'm going to take her. I don't. Can I have your mic? Why do you want my mic? No, it sucks ass. It's so. I have chat up on my. What are you reading? Wattpad fanfiction. My mom sold me to One Direction. I don't know. Forbidden Love, One Direction X Reader. Kidnaps a supernatural mafia AU. Batman. I just realized I forgot to change. Oh, I was supposed to add chat to the screen. I'll do it later. I'll skip to the good bits. Our internet connection. One Direction. Yes, I've been doing this for like a goddamn while. No. It's like a whole series, right? It's a whole series, right? There's like 3 like stories. This is the last fucking chapter. I wake up in my bed. I had escaped and lived in the woods family. Their mom Ryan had decided they died tragically in live TV. They had been sad and understood how heartbroken I was, so I moved in with them. In the family, there was Carter, the dad, Haley, and Alex. Alex is going to try to get in the Greenhouse Academy today. It was their school. Their mom. What? You know what? No. You should do Weezer. Oh my god, I should do Weezer X Reader. Hold up, let me look up Weezer X Reader. This would be so amazing if there is Weezer. I got a needle stabbed through my. Oh, you got a piercing? That's so slay. I hope that's what you mean and that you didn't just genuinely get a needle stabbed through your ear. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, Weezer X Reader. Block all cat. This is Carl Weezer from Sexy Carl Weezer X Reader Smut. Mental illness. Shut up. There's no, like, there's so many Carl Weezer X Reader. Why is there so many? Jesus Christ! I could have burned myself in bed because I had a blowtorch in my head. What? Carl Weezer? I'm not gonna. We have to read Carl Weezer X Reader this time. I need to set up my phone, right? Because I have chat pulled up on my phone, unlike usual, because I couldn't get the other device that What else? Okay, the rest of this is, the rest of this is my hero. There's, like, okay, I'll read, do you guys, no, I don't think I can read smut, this one. Oh, there's one which is Carl Weezer, X Reader, X Jimmy Neutron. Do y'all want to hear that one? Do you guys want to hear Carl Weezer, X Reader, X Jimmy Neutron? I like how I put the cozy tag on the fucking stream, when in reality it's not cozy. How long? Cause it's been 8 minutes. We'll read Carl. Okay, I'll read this one. Replace the words with. Okay, I gotta read this fast because it's been 8 minutes. The time is short. Okay. Carl Weezer and Ryan were sitting on the beach in Ravioli Park. Hey, says Carl Weezer. What the fuck do you want, loser? Says Ryan. Are your pants made of mirrors? Asks Carl Weezer. Nah, says Ryan. Oh, because I can see myself in them, says Curl. Ew, what the fuck? Get out, creep, says Ryan. I like my llamas feisty, says Curl. Oh my god, dude, I'm calling the ravioli police, says Ryan. The baby police, says Curl. IDK, IDQ. Huh? But I love ya, says Carl Weezer. Ryan starts to walk away and Carl Weezer chases you. Please, I will give you eggs, begs Curl. I like egg, says Ryan. I know, says Curl with a wink. How many chapters is this? Oh. I don't want to read all of this. Okay, we're reading 2 chapters and then the rest we'll read it next time. Curl and Ryan want to McSpanky's restaurant. Curl 1. A small flake of dip. Don't! Oh my god. Curl held open the door for you. You blush lightly. Curl winks seductively. Curl Weezer sits down in the booth with you. Curl, a waiter comes over. What do you want? Says the waiter. Egg, says Curl sexily. Same, you say. Okay, says the waiter. As you wait for the waiter to return with your egg, you silently sit with Carl.
You nervously fidget in your seat, unaware of what to say to Carl. So, Carl starts, I like egg, you say. Carl glances over to the kitchen. Oh, me too, Carl says. You start to get nervous. Did you say something Carl did not like? That's it. It's to be continued. Anyways, let's actually get stuff for the game. Because we're not... I'm not... No. Did you guys like that? Did you guys like that? Anyways, let me open up the game. Pop, pop. Let me open up the game. I forgot to open up the game. I keep doing that. I keep forgetting to open up the game. We're going to be playing swooning over stands. It's... Grunkle dating sim. You should play Sonic Unleashed on Dolphin later. I'll do it next time. Chat, I promise. One day, I'll focus on the future, maybe. I don't know if this game has music or not. Fuck, hold up. Let me screen capture. Hold up, where's my screen capture? Roblox stream when? I don't know when. Maybe soon. Who knows? Okay, wait, I need to... Wait, yes, Roblox. I'll do the Roblox stream next time. I'm not an avid Roblox player, chat. You need to understand. Like, I don't play Roblox much. I don't know what good Roblox... I don't know any good... Not right now. Next time. We're playing... We're playing swooning over stands whether you like it or not. Okay? I need to add chat to the screen. I just realized. Hold up. This is really scuffed. I haven't... Jesus. Wait, I need to... You go here. In the corner, bitch. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. What did I need to do? Oh, add chat. Stop. Okay, wait, chat box. Chat box can't be in the middle. Chat box needs to be in the corner. That's my stupid... Oh my god. I suck real bad. Chat box, move. There you go. Grimy._pizza.hood real? What? No. No, I don't beat anyone up, chat. I don't know if you guys can see that. Wait. Up here? Does that work? Then what if we... I don't know how good it looks, actually. Because my thing is really tiny. Hold up. How does it... I don't know how chat looks. I hope it looks good. If it doesn't, I will cry. Dun 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 dun. I think it's okay. I'm gonna move... Should I move the latest? No. It's fine. Yeah, I think it works. Let me just... Silly goofy. Over here. There we go. See you guys, you're shown on stream. We should play Doors with... What's Doors? Anyways, let's play the game. Let's actually play the game instead of, preferences. Text speed, I want it fast. Music volume, there's music. I'm gonna... Okay, so I can take off my music. I can take off my music, chat. I don't care about my Gmails. Anyways. Okay. I love horror game. Oh, I would... Okay, sure. I mean, one day, yeah. I don't... Anyways. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to click start. You need to put the volume up for me. How good is that? I think it's good. I'm not stupid. Aw. Good old road trips, full of promise and ripe with potential of adventure, soul-searching and incredible scenery. Or at least, that's what you thought before the novelty wore thin. As of now, your legs are cramping up, and you've exhausted your travel playlist 2 times over. And your stomach is begging for something to eat. On top of all that, you're pretty sure you're lost. Driving through Oregon paints the pictures of trees, and more trees, especially on the endless winding roads that you're taking up north. All that breaks the pattern is a sign that zips past with words that you're just able to make out. Gravity Falls. Of course you're playing Roblox, nerd. Only nerds play Roblox. The road continues on, giant redwoods looming on both sides. You find yourself anticipating something because you drive on. You can feel it. Something strange is bound to happen here. The road continues on, giant redwoods looming on both sides. You find yourself anticipating something, because as you drive on, you can feel it. Something strange is bound to happen here. Something weird. And that's when it happens. Your car picks up speed. The change comes out of nowhere and you quickly put your foot on the brakes. But horrifyingly, the car seems to be driving on its own willpower. Trying to stay calm despite the panic well in your chest, you pull the emergency brakes, only to find the car resist and keep moving forward, like something is pulling it. The car begins to rattle, the wheels scratch against the country road, and you're screaming until... Crash! There's smoke. Why is there smoke? You cough, fumble for the door, and manage to undo the lock just before your doors wrench out from your grasp. Something lands on your shoulder. A hand. Do you guys want to hear my old man impression? Are you alright? Oh, it's him. A man stands at your open car door. His hand on your shoulder leaves to tilt your head up, and he pulls a flashlight from his coat, shining it in your eyes. 2 blinks, and he lets your shin go. His eyes dart over the rest of you, looking for injuries. Still stunned, all you do is watch. What's your name? Type in your name. Regular person. What should we name ourselves? I'm gonna name myself Grimment. Grimey. HDMI. Unders. Grimy HDMI. What are your pronouns? Him. Grimy HDMI. Grimy HDMI. I'm Stanford Pines. Ford for short. I would shake your hand, but you look shaken up enough as it is. You seem fine as far as I can tell, but you shouldn't head back out anytime soon. Where on earth were you driving to in such a hurry? Mux. You open your mouth to explain, but a voice calls from inside the house. Point Dexter, this better not be one of your experiments again. I've had it. This place rebuilt too many times to... Oh. The owner of the voice walks out of the house and stops slack-jawed at the sight of your car and the sight of, you're guessing, his house. You must have hit your head earlier because you can swear you're seeing double. Sweet Moses, Ford, you've done it this time. What? This had nothing to do with me. I was testing my magnet gun and... It must have pulled this victim of circumstances to the house. I suppose it is entirely my fault. I'm incredibly sorry. Reassure him, reassure yourself, cry. I'll reassure him. Unsure of what you're reassuring this mystery man who just wrecked your car, you give an awkward shrug. It's alright? No, I must have done something wrong. A wire mix-up perhaps, or the potentiometer. You're talking about your other mistake, Sixter. Oh, right. Hey, look, it's fine, alright. Sure, there's a dent in the hood of the shack singage, and a crack in the wheelchair that looks like an ominous triangle, but I'm sure she'll still run. You try to start up the car, it sputters, but ultimately nothing happens. You feel like crying. Oh. Well, let's call tow trucks for the unfortunate soul here and forget. I'll take care of it. You're right. It is cheaper to tow yourself, Sixter. Get the magnet gun out again. Stanley, I'm going to fix this. What? You mean this mess? I figured out a few alien vehicles in my time. Nah, you're kidding me? It takes some sort of miracle worker to bring this baby back to life, and this miracle worker is on vacation. Stanley, a moment. Ford and Stanley turn away, and you're left to your thoughts. Who could anticipate a car accident like this in the middle of a road trip? You can take care of the car, but how are you going to get home? They run buses out here, right? So you take a bus out of here, and then... Ford clears his throat, shifting a little awkwardly in place. Seems like they finished their talk. So there are a few options. My brother Stanley here could drive you out to town, find a place to stay for the night, or you can stay the night here. Never mind, I can't focus on 3 voices in my head. Goodbye, L. We have some maps and information you can look at in the gift shop. And in the morning, we can help with your car. What do you say? Just as you're about to answer, another high-pitched voice comes from inside the house. Grunkle Stan. Oh. It's Mabel! Wait. Grunkle Stan, picture this. A whole week of... Oh my gosh! The girl that runs out of the house comes to a halt at the sight of your car. Oh, great. Grunkle Ford? Why is that everyone automatically thinks it's my fault?
Well, this time it is my fault, but I invited Grimy HDMI here to stay with us for the night. If he'd like, I'm sure I can fix this. I just have to figure out how. Stanley sighs. I can take a look. I can take a look. Being on vacation is pretty boring. And being on vacation is pretty boring, and the old Stanmobile hasn't needed a tune-up yet. So it wouldn't be too bad to work on something for the meantime. Thank you, Stanley. I'm sure I can put something together for the gadget I have laying around if you need any specialized tool to help with your work. And let me introduce myself. I'm Mabel. You can call me anything. I pretty much know everything there is to know about this place. Wait, hold on. I haven't even said anything yet. I appreciate your offer to let me stay and to repair your car. Yeah, it'll be as good as new in my hands. I mean, look at my Stanmobile. She's been through the ringer who knows how many times, and she's still a beaut. He points at the red car parked a distance away. You can really see how beautiful it is at the distance, but he sounds really confident. That is fortuitous. Free repairs, free lodging, there's no better deal to be found. And if things don't work out, the town probably has some sort of auto repair shop you can add to instead. Well, except, thanks for the help. And my apologies again. What an embarrassment. I must have made such an elementary mistake. God, I love old men. I love gilfs. As the pines lead you inside the house, Mabel leaves her number in your phone so you can call whenever, and you find out Ford's twin goes by Stan. This part's the house, but just outside the doors of the mystery shack. Hey, you ever been to a mystery shack before? I wanted to, actually. I saw a bumper sticker while I was over and I got curious. You interrupted by a laugh, Truman. Ha! Those bunker stickers were a good investment. The Sixer says they're too plain and graphically simplistic and don't even have an address on them. Stanley, how is anyone supposed to find this place to attract customers? Sixter, did you hear that? I'm out of breath. Well, they are graphically simplistic. I don't know how he found that place, let alone thought, what is the mystery shack was compelling. I kind of liked it. See, he kind of liked it. Hey, I like you, Grimey. How about I give you a tour sometime tomorrow? Regular price. Tomorrow? Then I'll have to squeeze all my get-to-know-you questions in today. Grime HDMI, tell me. Capybaras? Yes or no? At the moment, a boy passes in the hallway at the far doorway and Ford calls out to him. Dipper, my boy! I'm surprised I didn't see you run out of the scene of a crime. Ah! I love the way they dropped Dipper. Oh my god. I love his silly little hat. Look at him. Crime? What crime? I have an alibi. Crime? What crime? I have an alibi. Oh, you have someone with you. Hey! I'm not suspicious at all. Did you guys see that car in the side of the shack, though? For a second, I thought the Monotaurus was back with a grudge. Well, yes. About that, Dipper, meet Grime HDMI. I've stranded his car here by accident. He's staying here for the time being. Sorry, stranded his car here? You crashed it! Yeah, the essence shack fell on it and everything, and the windows are cracked. One window. The wheelchair. Fuck you! I can't speak. And Grimey was like lucky to make it out of alive. Okay, he's fine. No injuries, thankfully. The magnet gun is rather safe despite never having tested in the formal setting. Yeesh, did you not, take safety precautions or anything? Wait, that's wrong voice. I need to read the names. Actually, the irony of this situation is that I was trying to install safety precaution. Hey, if you two are gonna do your nerd talk, I'm gonna get Grimy HDMI set up. Mabel, sweetie, why don't you show Grimy HDMI around? Let him stay in the storage room. That's still empty, right? I'll make it empty. The rest of the day consists of Mabel showing you the storage room you'll be staying in, then the kitchen and the living room and the hallway and the bathroom, and pretty much a comprehensive tour of the mundanes of the regular house. Mundanes. I can't speak. Eventually, you find out the family is even more extended than you knew. Decorated dollies make a lot more sense knowing a grandmother normally lives here and her grandson Zeus. Or was it Zeus? Whatever the name, you look forward to meeting him when he comes to work in the morning. When you go to the attic, Mabel opens up the door to reveal Dipper, nose stuck in a book, but you catch him occasionally glancing up at you as he pretends to read. The next member of the family snorts up at you from Mabel's bed, a rotund pink pig, who Mabel declares is her best friend and partner in crime. Waddles. The two are a perfect match, right down to the chubby cheeks and poopable noses. And in the evening, even though you'd still be in belief over the state of your car, the family dinner and after dinner TV marathon you'd be invited to made it seem like a normal guest stay rather than a forced circumstance. Returning to the storage room I had shown you earlier. Huh? You find an air mattress waiting for you and more pillows and sheets than a summer night's warrants. Oh. Look at him. You wake to the weak glare of sunlight streaming in through a small, high window in the wall. You can't remember your room having this kind of feature, or any hotel or motel room of that matter. And then yesterday came crashing back to you. I need to stop reading, so... Bro, I can't breathe. I don't know why I chose to choose such a reading-based thing to do when I'm sick. You glance at the time, and you see that you've slept into the afternoon. Experiencing the accident yesterday must have left you tired out. Despite having been assured yesterday evening that you're free to anything in the fridge, you still feel like you're imposing on the Fiennes family and try preparing as polite as a guest breakfast as you can. You wash your dishes in the sink before you leave, and you're about to exit the kitchen. You bump into Ford. Ford is so... God, mama. Excuse that. Oh. You're, yes, from yesterday, of course. For a good, solid moment, Ford regards you in an awkward silence. Ford clears his throat. I believe Stanley is taking a look at your car aside if you want to be there for it. You give a nod and make to leave the real time when Ford speaks up again. And Grimey, I'm sorry about the accident. If I had been smarter about, well, let's just say it's entirely my fault, and you shouldn't worry about this at all. My ears hurt. When it comes down to it, Stanley does have a knack for cars. I predict he'll be back on the road in a matter of weeks. Weeks? You can't keep the dismay off your face. You can't really bring yourself to try either. What am I going to do with weeks? Ford, who'd gone kind of uncomfortable and closed off when your face filled, recovers at the prospect of a question he can't answer. Well, there's the town of ours, of course, and the Mystery Shack. But if you ask me, all that pales in comparison to... Hold on, do you hear that? Ford turns to the kitchen doorway to investigate. Sounds like the sound comes again, and this time you hear it as well. The squeal of a pig, followed by a pair of quick footsteps running down the stairs. Waddles tumbles past the open kitchen doorway, and Mabel comes into view soon after, a few sheets of paper clutched in her hand. Ford steps quickly out of the kitchen, and you follow to the doorway, getting there just in time to see the apparent tug-of-war between Mabel and her pig over a saliva-covered sheet of paper. The paper rips, and after nearly toppling backwards from her efforts, Mabel recovers, snatching the scrap of ripped paper from Waddles' jaws and lifting both pieces up vigorously. Ha-ha! Mabel wins again! Now I just gotta find Uncle Ford! Ford, who I love gilfs. God. Ford, who had run forward and held a hand out to steady his energetic child. This energetic child, when she'd be in danger of toppling over, now finds a number of crumpled sheets of paper shoved into his hands. Mabel tugs urgently at his coat. Go Ford, you have to help me! Ford kneels down to face Mabel with a seriousness, though concerned look. Slow down, Mabel, what's the matter? Dipper found a stack of pages from your old journals, and I walked in on Waddles and ran up and started eating one, and he must have been chewing on it to warn me, Uncle Ford, because look! Mabel takes the ripped halves of paper from Ford's hand and joins them together, holding up for Ford to see. I see. And you took this as a warning? Yes, it says here that it eats small dogs, and Waddles is a small pig, and he sort of looks like a dog from far away, and Waddles must have feared for his life. Waddles seems to second the notion with a snort, or not, as it seems the pig is lounging adorably in the distance away in the hallway. You can't imagine what the dangerous predator could be. Some kind of werewolf? Something bigger? You're suddenly not so keen on staying anymore. Remember the pterodactyl? I can't read chat. Remember the pterodactyl I told you about? Waddles was so scared that time. I can't let him leave my side. Pterodactyl. You suppose pigs are allowed in museums around here? How about I finish the repellent I never got around to completing? That'll keep Waddles safe from harm.
Mabel flops down on the floor in relief. Uncle Ford, you're an actual lifesaver. Waddles, you have nothing to fear. Ah! Ford chuckles, lifting himself off the kneel and standing back up. Bro, I have nothing to talk about. Without an active chat, streaming's kind of hard. Alright, I'll go get my recipe. Ford turns to leave, and you suddenly remember that with nothing better to do for that week, you're going to be here. It won't hurt to get to know Ford. He seems to know that there is a...
I'm so good at reading chat, don't you think?
Or more pressingly, you can go check out your car and see what Stan's made of it so far. You're not exactly eager to face seeing your car inside of a house again, though. I want to get to know Ford, if you know what I mean. Ford, wait, need a hand with the recipe? I can handle it myself. Are you sure you couldn't use a hand? Ford looks away, then you follow his averted eyes sight of Mabel, who's just mouthed something that you can't catch. And she catches you looking her way. Mabel gives you a 100-watt smile. The picture of innocence. Ford rubs the back of his neck. Ford is so... Yes, I suppose I can accept some help. God. And with that assured that Ford is on task, you spot Mabel rolling away with Waddles into the living room. Before we get started, I suppose, I should give you an introduction. Grimey, tell me, do you believe in the supernatural? Yeah. Well, you're about to come face to face with the unexplainable yourself. You see, Gravity Falls is some quiet, unamusing backwater town. Much more lurks below its surface. Ford pockets the crumpled journal papers and gestures for you to join him as he walks. You do and follow him through the living room and into the gift shop. For example, you must have heard Mabel mention pterodactyl. Most would say none exist in the living world today, but I say, not if you know where to look. Ford reaches under the cashier counter and retrieves a package of vintage-looking gum. Inspecting it for a moment before slipping it in his pocket, he looks around in thought. Meow. Holy shit. Fuck. I fucked up. Ah! Accidentally clicked out. Sorry, chat. Can you guys see properly, though? Yeah. You can see the words properly. Okay, good. Had to check. Hold on to my explanation for a moment. I need to retrieve some more supplies. Ford ushers you out of the gift shop entrance, so you find yourself on the outside of the shack, then shuts the door behind you. Okay. I'll try and peer through the window. The glass is dirty enough that the sunlight hitting it obscures your vision of the room within. You catch a gray and tan blurry figure that must be Ford at the far wall. You lean in close and have to step back before you leave a conspicuous handprint on the window pane. Then you look back in. Ford is gone. You turn back around. You're just going to stand there until Ford returns. Not long after, the door opens behind you and Ford joins you outside. Looking. No. Different than before. He must have stored whatever supplies he went to retrieve in his coat, but the trench coat falls too naturally on his figure for him to be hiding much. Where are we? Where were we? Ah, yes. Ford pulls a pen and paper from his coat, walking as he writes. Just as you're about to head out, he stops and smacks his hand to his forehead. Shoot, 1 second. God damn. Ford hurries back to the house, realizing he forgot one important component of his adventure, a butterfly net. Before you get a butterfly net?
Bruh.
He strides out ahead of you, obviously in no mind to tell you what's it quite for yet. The pair of you walk past the shack and down a well-worn path in the trees surrounded by the house, blah, 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 blah. I don't know why I chose this game. Like, I get bored easily. My recipe for repellent called for a sprig of lavender, 2 thin slices of green egg, and a drop of bat blood, a chunk of amber, and 3.5 millimeters of ink. I'm skipping through this. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm just gonna skim through this. Was it too difficult? Oh, I never got around it. Besides, Mothman! I love Mothman. Oh my god, chat, but like... Unironically, like, at school, it was... Friday, I think? Yeah. I don't remember. Yeah, it was Friday, right? My science teacher was talking to us because, like, it's still, like, the first week of school, right? and she was like giving us an introduction to the class, and we were talking about like, you know, sciences and like, you know, real science, fake science, right? And she brought up cryptids, and oh my god, I love cryptids so much, man. Like, they're so fucking cool. Ugh, I love them. But if it brings Mabel and her pig a peace of mind, then she has time to come finish this. How much further are we walking? How do you know so much of this stuff? I study anomalies, anything unusual, strange, and just plain weird. I began my research in this town because it was and remains a hotbed for paranormal activity. I just made this exact trip years ago. Though at the time I had no idea where I was going. It was just dumb luck that I managed to tail Mothman back to its cave from my backyard. Navigating the forest by moonlight is poetic, but not advisable. I made plenty of other discoveries as well, from fairies to gnomes to something I can't read, of creatures who were never meant to cross, to, wait. Ford reaches into his pocket and pulls out a slightly crumpled pages Mabel had pushed into his hand earlier, sending them out. I'm gonna vomit. Oh, I can skip. Nah, it goes back, actually. I can't skip, I can go back, though. Accept the pages and find that they're snatched pages from the start of a journal. Food, cursive tales of Mothman and bread cubs, campfires, and more. Ford gestures to them and explains. I detailed my discoveries in a series of research journals, the remaining pages at least. I wonder where Stanley was keeping those. He must have gone up to some crazy stuff back then, eh? I want to flirt with him. I detailed my discoveries, search journal. Oh, okay, I can just... You drew these? Yeah, of course, who else? I've seen better! Nah. I love your line work. My work now is far better, but I appreciate the compliment. Despite his understated words, Ford looks surprisingly pleased. Where are these creatures ever? Oh, extremely. Somewhere dangerously annoying. Though Ford seems to have his own comment amusing, and he doesn't fail to notice your unease. I do have weapons in case things escalate. There's no need to worry. You brought weapons? Not many. I have a stun gun, my fist, and my sharp wit. I feel safe here already. Ask him about the creatures. Okay, wait. So about this leprechaun. That one. Yes, well, get the moth wig. Moth bats as repellent. Well, it is. I've never tried. Blah, blah, blah. I'll walk in silence. Oh. Suddenly, Ford puts out his arm in caution, slowing his pace. You narrowly manage not to collide into him and take a quick glance around to see nothing. Look, there. Look, the bundled up plaid shirt moving along the forest. Wait, is that a beaver's tail? It looks like a platypus! Platypus? All the way out here. Don't you mean platypus? Oh, no. Yeah, I read it right. Ford shakes his head with a grin. I meant what I said. It's a platypus. A platypus. Ford moved. That's a shit name. That is a terrible fucking name, Ford. I thought you can do better. Like, man. No. Ford moves into a crouch and he stays at a respectable distance, following the small creature. You watch him and after a moment mimic his actions. Ford's giving the creature a bright smile. The first of its kind I've seen leaving me. Blah, 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 blah. Motions for you to forward a little more to the distance he's maintaining. He talks too much. What a cute little guy. Just like you. Please make out with me, Ford. Please make out with me. Please. The two of you continue deeper into the forest. The foliage seems denser now, and you look through the treetops for a glimpse of the sun, which has by now dropped low into the sky. It is already getting late when you left, but you hadn't thought about Mothman would be this far. Almost as though he'd read your mind, Ford answers for you. Mothman is rather reclusive, and such lives deeper within the forest than bolder creatures like the gnomes. Are you alright? Huh? That's it? That is, are you tired at all? I should have asked sooner. It's just been a long time since I traveled with anyone new. Stanley tends to speak his mind without my asking. I'm fine, really. I'm glad to hear it. So, we need to have some time until sunset. Let's wait here for in the meantime. Is this what you do for fun? Saving my niece's pets from possible danger? Not really. I mean, what about the trips like these in your research? They come with certain thrill, and I do enjoy my research. But one of my most favorite pastimes, Dipper tells me it's actually grown for quite popular reason, is playing dungeons and more dungeons. I love my mouth is foaming. I have rabies. Oh. I believe Dipper's prepared a campaign he thinks he'll release something. The moment the sun touches the horizons, you gaps in the treetops. 4 gestures for the two of you to continue. You can't notice. Ba ba ba. When will I make out with him? Yes, I want gum. What it feels like to chew 5. Actually, due to pinky promise purposes, I'm supposed to go Trident gum. I love Trident gum. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't actually bought Trident gum. Like, if you follow my Twitter, I promised Trident gum that I would buy Trident gum if they followed me, but they followed me back too. I just forgot, and I haven't been able to go buy Trident gum. I only have 5 gum, like a whole pack of those, and that's the only thing I really have. It's been a while since I've had Trident gum, actually. I should probably complete that promise. Whatever you guys do, don't tell them. Don't tell them I did this. I promise I will buy it eventually. Eventually. Boob pockets. He has boob pockets. He has man titties. He's speaking in such a place that Mothman doth rest. But please do not disturb his nest. If kind, follow the nature and turn left. Yeah, I'm sorry, Stan. I mean, Ford, I'm stupid. I love the lighting. Allow me to turn out the batteries. Wait, I think I have one. Pull out your phone and turn on its flashlight. The light is small, but it does the job. Hi, you saved our hides there, Grimey. I was about to pull out a matchbook. With your light... Oh, you like bad? Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I won't sneeze. I need to stop skipping the text. I get bored. I don't like reading this much. Here's the plan. You make eye contact with Mothman, and oh my God, he's like a. Wait, I get to touch Mothman. Dang, Mothman! Oh, I get to touch Mothman, guys. I get to touch Mothman. Oh my God. You steal yourself a waiting. Oh, I like this. This is a vibe. He waves his hand to cozy photo, and then it's up to you to decide. Well, make contact. Approach with stealth. Of course, that's the moment your phone decides to start blasting Taking Over Midnight by Sandra. You're confused, but remember that Mabel added her number to your contacts, and it must have been her custom ringtone. I love how I give Mabel a custom ringtone. I love Mothman. Well, that could have gone better, but we've succeeded nonetheless. I love Ford. Bro, my head hurts. Wait, what? Ford turns to leave the caves. He looks calm and content. Oh, and you, on the other hand, are buzzing with energy and under an adrenaline rush. Should he go to a high five? Yes. Oh my God, that's such a pretty... I love that. That's so pretty. Look at that, guys. Ford pauses, then grins, high-fiving you. Or rather, high six. I love Ford. He's so hot. Maybe this is why my dad left me. Anyways, I need to speak. I gotta speak for chat, you know. I hate this. He's so handsome. I do have questions. Look at that river. Oh, I love him. I'm gonna ask about his family. So, who's Seuss? Ah, the handyman. Blah, 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 blah. Ask about staying. Are you really okay with me staying here? Absolutely, I owe it to you after all. If you help me today, blah, 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 blah. Ask about the creatures. I'm bored of the creatures. Gobblewonker. I love the Gobblewonker. No, apart from today. Ask about the mystery shack. Ba 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 da 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 ba da 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 ba 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 da 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 da. Ow! I hurt myself. You stand and give Ford a hand up from the makeshift bench. Ford takes the lead again, and soon you're no longer able to catch sight of the lake you glance back at. Ford gradually adjusts his pace to yours, walking side by side with you in compassion. How long is this game? I forgot to Google that. I usually Google how long. How long is... What's the game called? What's the game called? Oh. Swooning over sands. How long is swooning over sands? How long is this game? Is it real? How long is it? Swooning over sands. Full walkthrough. It's about 3 hours. It's about 3 hours. Okay, we're gonna be here for a while, chat. Mystery shack this way, and the scores to your left are extremely close to arriving back to the shack. As you and Ford leave the tree line, you see the bright lights shining on the perch. You make out the faint outline of kids' shadows as they run through the house and emerge into the attic window, and Mabel pushes out, leaning out. Go forward, finally. You guys took so long. I had time to cut over waddles and macaroni. Why would he do that? What are my reasons? Did you get the thing? Yes, and I'm coming inside so we can stop shouting. Grimey, come along. You got a pig to save. Aww. Love meter. We have a small love meter. Oh my god. I'm gonna make out with him so bad. God. Pancake mix. Grimy! Thank you. Grandpa Stan put it on the top shelf for some reason, but need some maple cakes. It's a breakfast emergency. She waggles her free fingers in your face, and you can't help but laugh. You can tell the house becomes more alive when this kid's around. Wanna help me make them? We only need chocolate milk, coffee, pink food coloring, and a pot of Goldos. Make this breakfast dream delicious as that sounds. You're inclined to ask where the coffee comes into mix when you realize the house is suspiciously quiet. Mabel, where is everybody? Oh, Uncle Stan needed stuff for your car, so we went out to get techie stuff. For that, I think Uncle Ford's somewhere. And the Abaddon Bro Man was trying to steal soda from campers, so he went to help them out. Yep, that's where he went. Totally knew that. So I left you guys to make breakfast on your own? You don't know the family well enough yet to know it's a commonplace. So the idea of leaving two teenagers alone to fend for themselves seems fine, if one teenager wasn't Mabel, anyways. You still don't know how the coffee comes into mix in her Mabel cakes, so now you don't really want to know. Daper attempts to hide the pancake mix from Mabel while she's grabbing the chocolate milk from the fridge. Apparently he doesn't want to find out either. Mabel, while your Mabel cakes sound absolutely divine, why don't we think of something that won't hurt your feelings? Go out for breakfast. Is there somewhere we could go out for breakfast? We should really save the Mabel cakes till your great uncles get back. I know they wouldn't want to miss them. But I want to perfect my recipe. I have to get better at cooking and baking and stuff so I can survive out in the world. What if in high school I'll have to bake stuff for people that are better than me? Mabel looks agitated, tugging her hair with both hands. If I can't make the perfect Mabel cakes, I can never be on Bad Dreams Dining.
I gotta impress Gerald Rambone, Grimey. It's my destiny. Maybe Dipper can help you with something. We should have the Mabel cakes for another day. A more special day. But Grimey... Mabel, still standing on her stepladder, reaches up and squishes your cheek together, her wide eyes staring into your soul. Every day is special day with Mabel cakes. You glance at Dipper, making a please help me, I'll buy you breakfast face. You hope he understands.
Yeah, Mabel, I know you want to cook more since you're becoming an adult. Sure. But don't you think Uncle Stan and Great Uncle Ford should be here to try them too, and not just me? Again. Please. Maybe I really love this art style, though. I love how they draw Dipper. He's so cute. Mabel hops off the stepladder and ponders her brother's question, lips first. Eventually, she nods, beaming at you both. You're right, Dipper. I can't deny them that experience. You give Dipper a thankful smile, and Mabel heads over Mabel's head as she puts the ingredients back in the refrigerator. He grins back at you, rubbing the back of his neck. You wonder if he got that from one of his grunkles. That's clever. Now that you think of it, great plus uncle means grunkle. Says in the syllable. We should go to Greasy's. They have the best pancakes there, with like 3 different kinds of syrup. If you ask Lazy Susan nicely. Yeah, it's not super far. Let's go. I'm gonna speedrun this game. We're speedrunning. Speedrun the... Oh. I don't like either pancakes or waffles. Speedrunning the game! I should probably actually read, but it's too much words. Now, I think the horror game would have been better. I'm saving the horror game for when it turns like October. Because October's after this month, right? No, it's September. I'm going to play it in September. I'm going to vomit right now, chat. Huge nerd! You're gross. You guys are dorks. Take a picture of us while Dipper's got pancake on his face. I have what? He swipes quickly at his face. After several passes, gets it off. Oh, I was trying to get more candid pictures of us. Mabel, you have syrup everywhere. Really? Ugh. Then it would have been the perfect photo.
Here, let me get it. Your hands are sticky enough.
I mean, maybe syrup as makeup is the next new look. That's one word for it, kid. Oh, Stan. Ah! I love old men. Anyways. Ingredient. Mabel wanted you guys to enjoy her Mabel cakes too, and since there wasn't much food, I figured I'd take them out. Stan snatches the pancakes from Mabel's mouth and takes a bite out of it, cackling when she stands up on the seat, trying to grab it back, climbing over Dipper to reach. Aside from the kerfuffle, you catch Ford's eyes. Was he staring at you? Ah! He's staring at me! Look at him! He's blushing! Oh, he's blushing. I'm gonna kiss him so hard. Of course she wants more pancakes. I read out loud, you nerd. God. Ah, don't look. Oh, it's you. Hi, did you need something? I know it's kind of messy. I should probably clean that up. Here, I can do it. You look busy. Oh. I'm tired again. If only I had more people with me. You know what? What's it? I forgot the name. You know what, chat? You know, let's be cool. I need to be louder. You like that, chat? I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Anyways. How's Mothman? I love Mothman. We should do a... I'm gonna ask to join their game. I need to make out with... Yes, I did. I know all your plants. All of them. Or do you? Going forward, do you think they... What? Sorry, I was rereading the passage on Darwin architecture. They really improved their illustrations, though I could say the same for their pose. I'm gonna make out with him. God. Look at him. He's so dreamy. I love Ford. I keep confusing their names. I don't know why. In my head, I keep confusing their names. And now for yours. Fancy. I was able to electrotape a set for fun. Great Uncle Ford, you electrotaped those dice? They're so nice. I didn't mean to rhyme. Maybe you should be the one with a rapping career, not G. Gomez. Ford and Dipper laugh. Yeah, maybe not. But anyways, let me reintroduce our characters. Dungeon Master. I don't want to read all this. Oh my, it would be so sick if they had voice acting. Okay, what do we choose? I want to be a human bard. I like being a bard. That'd be sick. Be human. Yeah, I want to be human bard. Alex, for short for Alexandrius. You hear Ford trying Alexandrius under his breath a few times. I'll just call him Alex. Here's your character sheet. It's got all the info on it. We're playing D&D, baby! Chat, I don't know how to play D&D. Miv murdered my family. Oh, we're actually playing D&D. Oh, I love that music. It's so slay. Rolling a die to see if we can notice anything. The outcome nearly every substantial choice we make is tied to the roll of dice. I'll let you choose what we do here, Grimey. I love the HDMI. It's so silly. They say it all the time. I should have just chosen Grimey. I wanna smash a window. I've never played D&D. This is my first time playing D&D. Oh my god! Write something on a spare piece of paper and hands it to you. It reads, I have a feeling that this room contains a critical element to the plot that Dipper will lead later in the story. Why don't you change your mind and take a look around? I'll take a look around. Oh man. No, it's not cool. I wanted to break a window. I wanted to be a strong man, a strong masculine testosterone. I'm still the DM. I can't respond unless you check the door. Testosterone. Ah. head straight for the door then. Wait, what? Wait, what are you going to do about the lump in front of it? It's blocking the door. Move it outside. Alex strides ahead of the party, straight to the door, and takes hold of the lump and hauls it outside. But the moment Alex makes contact with it, the lump startles, moving to reveal that it was a sleeping goblin all along. The goblin gets up, standing to get attention. I could have just... Bro, I should have set it on fire. Travelers, I notice thee and demand you answer these riddles 3. Fine, I'll answer the riddles. Oh my god, Riddler! Oh, Riddler. What has 88 keys but can't open a single door? I'll answer the riddle. It's a piano, right? Next, what kind of keys cannot open doors? Should I be nice or let him answer? I'll let Ford answer. A turnkey. And finally, what is the first thing you did on your adventure? Look around. The door is now open to you. Oh, I gotta be British. Oh, that's it. Goblins are British. The door is now open. Fabulous, homies. Homies. Fuck. Homies? Wait, what? Okay. The goblin steps aside to let you through the doorway. And with that, you've declared the goblin Fuck. You've cleared my goblin puzzle. Well, a fourth of them anyways. I could have gone so many other ways. I'm foaming at the mouth because... Why is my mouth so foamy? I'm dehydrated, probably. My water's too full. It's fine. Inspect the keys. After inspecting and interacting with the keys for a few minutes, you can realize a few things. There are 26 keys. You can touch them to make them glow. Blah, blah, blah. Looks like we need a password for this one, Grime. Proceed with caution, homies. Homies! Oh, what? Huh? Interesting one, Dipper. Let's think. A ball, but not a bat. I think I understand, Grimey. What could you bring through the door? If you go into the green glass door, you can bring a ball, but not a bat. You can bring a book, but you can't bring a novel. You can bring a coffee, but not a tea. You can bring letters, but you can't bring numbers. Huh? Bro, I'm not really good with riddles. Okay, what's a ball, but not a bat? What? I don't get this, chat. I don't get it. You can bring a ball, but not a bat. You can bring a book, but not a novel. You can bring coffee, but not tea. And you can bring letters, but can't bring numbers. An hourglass, long. It's long like a bat. A mystic amulet. A mystic amulet? Alex offers the item to the door. Nothing happens. Okay, hourglass. I offer my Byron's Book of Spells. Oh, hell. Whoa! Whoa! You glance at Fortunate so he was watching you figure out that puzzle the entire time. Even if you weren't too good at it, before you make eye contact with him, he turns his head, facing back at the game board on the floor, and... Great Uncle Ford, are you okay? Oh, yeah, Dipper, I'm fine. But why is your face so red? Took a second look, then you find that Ford indeed looks a little red. Ford stammers his way through. It's a little warm in here, and as you ask if he's all right, you guess he's wearing a turtleneck in the summer. We'll do a guy. Yep, that's words. He's so... But Dipper raises a brow at you. Surprised, he writes something down in the margin of his notebook, clearing his throat and continuing the campaign. The green glass door swings open. You go through to freedom. And there it is, the end of the dungeon. I cut it down a bit on the fly. I didn't want to make it too long. That was so short. Jesus. I would have read a murder mystery I've planned for ages, but my test run's never gone really well with my focus group. So what did you think? I think there's too many puzzles. Oh, that's what Mabel said too when she heard it. That may be so, but you're a good array of variety. Yeah, no, because, like, personally, I like story more than puzzles. Because I'm not good at puzzles. I'm a little bit dumb in the noggin. Well, Dipper, I think you did well. It's not easy. Adding in an extra player on short notice like that. I always write it in just in case. Not completely, but just a few notes. Ford and Dipper launched into a conversation about dungeons mastering as they clean up the DDAMD setup, returning to the game concept. Ba 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 booey. They're too fast in practice for you to figure out how to help, so you just pick up the dice that Ford lent you and return them to the original velvet bag. Dipper leaves. I'm gonna make out with you. I love him. I love him so much. Ah! I love Ford. He's such a quirky little guy. He's so silly quirky. Ford? Yeah. You just set a dice back. Thanks for letting me use it. Ford chuckles, shaking his head. No, keep it in case you decide to join us next time. See you at dinner, Grimey. I'm gonna kiss this man. Wait, what? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I'm sorry. What did I do wrong? Oh, all my attempts. I need your help. Why is Waddles looking so dapper? He does look pretty dashing, doesn't he? Wait, there's not here to dish out this is emergency. I love emergency. What? Oh, I love emergency. I can't read. Waddles and Gompers are renewing their vows today. I can't find Gompers. Oh, that's the fucking silly little quirky, what's it called? Goat. Jesus, she leaps over him? God damn. Of course she told me they're renewing vows or something. They got married last summer, but she misses their pizzazz of weddings. Nonplussed, but you can tell he's at least a little invested. Are you gonna help with her, whatever that was? I don't even want to imagine this marriage failing. They need to have a good marriage. They can't get divorced. Where are you? Under the shack. On the roof. Is he in the car? Hey, Mabel! He's on the roof. I knew it. Here comes the bride. Da 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 da. That's not the song. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum. Anyways. Oh, Gompers, you can't pre-wedding gingers anymore. You already got married. You can't get away that easily. Thanks, Billy and Grimey. You saved the wedding. I love saving weddings. God. You mean officiate? Officiate? I don't know how to read. Reading is for losers. I'm skipping over this. I'm gonna cough again. Ah! Never mind. I'm not gonna cough again. I stabbed myself in the goddamn toe. Jesus, that hurt. That hurt like hell. Don't stab yourself in the toes, guys. Not cool. I'm gonna be the ring bearer. It would give me no greater honor. I love being the ring bearer. I've never been to a wedding. Like, honestly, like in reality, I've never been to a wedding. Not even like families. I've never been to a wedding. I think they'd be boring though. Like, it depends on who the person's getting married. 'Cause like if it's like, you know, if it's like my aunt that I don't really talk too much, who's getting married, and then I have to go to her wedding, like I'd probably be bored because I don't care. You know, like, you know, weddings are weird. I don't know. Weddings are weird. Genuinely, they're kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know what the point of marriage is. Meow. Ford. He's so hot. Look at him. Mabel needed a ring bearer for the wedding. Head to your side. Throws rose petals on top of your head. Ta-da! You blew a rose petal off the tip of your nose and grin at Mabel. I think our bride and groom are ready to renew our vows, don't you? Look how terrified they look. Mabel nods empathically as you before turning to her grunkles. Yes, Grunkle Stan, Grunkle Ford, you guys got back just in time. And just like that, Mabel pushed and Stan forward towards blah blah blah. My dog is scratching at my door. Cough, cough. Anyways. Sorry about that, chatters. Anyways, back to the gaming. Back to being a gamer. This one. I think that would, like... You know, they kissed. But I like the music. I like the music is really good in this, so, like, genuinely. Hey, Amy, thanks for playing along with Mabel and the whole wedding thing. We're both glad you're willing to entertain her whenever we were gone. She didn't, make you do it, did she? Oh, she didn't. She just needed a ring bearer, so I stepped up to help. Stand and Ford arch matching brows at you. I'm very invested in the marriage of a goat and pig, you know. The three of you laugh and Stan pats your shoulder. Ford gives you a warm smile. Well, I'm glad you're as into this as she is. Thank you for that. Yeah, kid, it's nice of you to be, nice to her, you know? Kiss me. He's blushing. It's no problem. They're fun to hang out with, even if I'm gonna have some strange photos in Mabel's scrapbook by the end of it. Ford smiles, sweet and almost kind. It's your turn to turn red when he looks at you like that. God. Well, if you excuse me, I got things better too. Huh? Things, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I would... God. I think I'll popsicle. I want a popsicle now. Bro, I love popsicles so much. Pineapple ones are mine. I call dibs. But the pineapple ones are the best ones. Mabel Stan wrestle over a yellow popsicle while Dipper contentedly unwraps a red one, holding it above his head and out of Gomper's way. Ford gingerly picks up a purple ice pop and leaves the ice chest open for you to grab one to smell. While Stan and Mabel aren't looking, you hide the pineapple popsicles at the bottom of the chest. Dipper sees and starts laughing but doesn't tell. They're a strange bunch, but those two sets of Pines twins... What? These two sets of Pine twins. But they're certainly making your summer a lot more exciting as you stay at your mystery shack continues. Blah. What? Yeah. I can read. I didn't miss the live. Yeah! Abby! Hello, Abby. Oh my god. Abby, I love you, Abby. How are you, Abby? I hope you're doing well. Fuck. No, Abby! Abby, screw your Wi-Fi, Abby. My god. Hope you're doing good, Abby, though. Like, oh. Okay, anyways. Your schedule is surprisingly clear today. Ford usually has something going on for you to help with, or if not, Stan, Sousa, and the other kids do. Ford! I love Ford. I love Abby. Abby's so slay. Grimy, I was hoping I'd see you. Come on, I want to ask you something. Mabel points down the table and with a raspberry pink colored pencil. Bro, blue raspberry candies is so good. Like, blueberry, anything blue, like, in foods is genuinely, like, usually really good. A match? Wait. But then it's like where you pulled out a thin air attracted... It was a sign, and we just made the chemistry you share with him obvious. You know who I'm talking about, right? Ford? Yes, Colonel Ford's great with family. But he's still guarded. You're the first new person I've seen him actually get interested in. Maybe if you got to know him, he'll see that social interactions aren't so hard, and maybe love was on the horizon all along. Yeah! I would do anything for Ford, man. The things I would do for that man. Oh my god, Mabel! Run into Dipple right outside the living room, and it doesn't seem like an accident either. His arms are crossed and he's looking at you. So, I heard about Mabel's plan. I just left the room. Yeah, well, words travel fast, and Mabel sends out mass update text. His defensive posture softens a bit. Just tell me a thing. I know my grunkles can look after themselves, but can you promise me you won't hurt Grunkle Ford? Aww, you could trust me. Okay, Grimey, I'm remembering that. A text notification sounds as Dipper's phone checks. And he be ready at any time. For your date with Grunkle Ford! Ugh, this feels awkward enough. No offense, Grimey. My Grunkle Ford actually going on a date? Do old people even date? Kind of hard to wrap my head. I love gilfs. Hey, Dip Up! I'm gonna need your help tomorrow. Never mind. I love gilfs. I should get a I Heart Gilf shirt. It'd be so funny. Oh, bam. 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 Boom, boom, boom. Ba-boom. Ba-da-dum. I love Ford. I love Ford. God, he's so slay. Grimy, Grunkle Ford, I need help and I need it now. Oh, I love her coat. Ford sits up with wide-eyed, fixing his glasses to be startled off the bridge of his nose. What is it? Is something burning? Is something burning in the kitchen? I need help baking. Ford relaxes enough to leave a bookmark in his dog-eared novel and close it. He looks like it's to Mabel with air of bewilderment. Gren destroying a... That's German. A Grub dich... Okay, I can do this. I'm trying to learn German. I used Duolingo. I can do this. Grub dich hassen Frunchen. Grub dich hasse Frunchen. Party for Maris when he comes to visit. And I volunteered to make cupcakes. I was like, yeah, I can totally make a batch of cupcakes. But as it turns out, smoke swirls from the back doorway, apparently followed by a screech of a fire alarm inside. Mabel wrings her mittened hands and winces guiltily. I can't. Yeah, this is actually the perfect date, idea. You know, she leaves Ford and me to, bake. I think baking is a great, date. I haven't been on, proper dates, ever. But, aside from, a Minecraft date. But, I get bitches, chat. I tell you, I get so many bitches. And, I have, such great ideas for dates, chat. If you want someone to go to, You know, you can go to like a milkshake place unless one person's lactose intolerant. Give them lactate if they're lactose intolerant. Like just lactate, man. It's that easy. Or like you can go roller skating. Like I love the cliche like type dates where it's just like such a cliche like silly little like, you know, picnics. I love those. I am down bad for those type of dates. God. You and Grimy are super conveniently the ones who can help me. Maybe Dipper. He's out filming. He won't be back till sunset. It's gotta be you two. Ford glances hopelessly out of the hallway for a moment. Mabel gives you a conspiratorial wink, like while he's not looking. Then it dawns on you. This is your match-made date with Ford. I knew it. Is it getting hot in here or is it just the oven? Well, please, 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 Grunkle Ford Grimey's already gonna help out, right, Grimy? Yeah, that's what I want. Heart picking up pace, you hazard a look towards Ford to find him oddly contemplative. Now compared to before. He looks at you for a fleeting moment. You catch out the corner of his eyes, his attention back on Mabel by the time you register, and Ford nods at her. All right, what do we need to do? Okay, first rule in baking. Wear an apron. That's never a wrong time to make a fashion statement. Mabel holds 2 aprons out, one scarlet and the other white. You have absolutely no idea when Mabel retrieved these aprons in the first place, but she's already picked who gets which one. The red apron is tossed to you, and the white one is thrown to Ford. You put it on and you look down on yourself and read it upside down. Burn, baby, burn! Printed across your chest with the picture of a fiery grill beneath it. Fittingly, it smells a little like burning. Ford's apron has some green text you didn't quite catch, but he loops it over his head and ties it so you can read it. My other oven is a Bunsen. You stifle a laugh as you read. Text now clear over his broad chest. I don't get it. I can flirt with him. It only takes a for I don't get it. I'm not smart, you know. I'm not good at science or math. In fact, I'm really bad at math. Like I'm convinced. Like I don't know how I got like the class I have now, which is like pretty like high class. Like I was on the verge of failing last year. I barely passed with like a C. I had my cousin do my homework because I was failing. So I'm probably gonna do that this year because I just can't do it I just can't with math, man. I need a tutor probably. The second rule of baking is know your recipe. I get everything, the ingredients, the instructions. I want to bake cookies now. My mom bought like white sugar. Like the last time I made cookies, we didn't have white sugar. We only had brown sugar in my house, so they came out a little cringe. But like I can make I don't have chocolate chips. I could just make chocolate. I can just like crush up chocolate. It'll work, right? It should work. It should work. Because it's not. I don't know, because I want to make cookies now. I want cookies. Like I want chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies are literally I want to make something. I want to eat something. I'm hungry. Is to forget your recipe? Well, that's only if rule 2 doesn't work out. How are we looking, Grunkford? I was worried we'd be short on sugar, but I think we'll make it. Are you switching recipes, Mabel? There's ingredients listed here that aren't already on the counter. Mabel laughs loudly and attempts to clap Ford on the shoulder. She only manages to reach his elbow, and you suddenly suspect that whatever baked Mabel had burned down in the oven was fabricated failure. Huh. What's going on? No! No! Abby! Abby's internet is being shit. This is not swag. No, Abby, my beloved. I love Abby. Abby's internet is being shit. That's not cool. Grunkle Ford, you tell the best jokes. That wasn't a joke. Oh, look, we need flour, and I already have that. Next, Ford reads the list of ingredients aloud, and Mabel darts around the kitchen, gathering them as he calls them out. You set to work on finding utensils Mabel needs. Searching through unfamiliar drawers, she points out to you. After opening nearly every cupboard, you come out with an array of mismatched measuring cups, two half tablespoons, and dented tablespoons. Good enough. Usually when I'm making, like, the few times I've baked, what happens is I Exactly. There's so little swag about that. So true, bestie. Anyways, what was I saying? Right, usually when I've baked, like, in the past, usually it's, like, with my friends or, like, my cousin, but, like, the few times I've baked, I usually, at least personally, I usually end up just, like, not caring. I eyeball it for the most part, which is, baking isn't that. Baking is a thing where you have to get things a specific amount, and I don't do that because I'm a loser. Since the recipe makes 25. Fuck, I don't know how to. Oh, shit. Okay, wait. Do we have to do math? Okay, quadruple. Okay, so 25 times 4. 5. Pulling out the calculator. I can't do math. Chat. Like, I was discussing how I couldn't do math earlier. And it makes me do math. Where's my calculator? Calculator app. 25 times 4. Is about 100. We need 100, so we have to quadruple it. Instead, he's staring to factor in how many acceptable cupcake pans he can find in the cupboards, grumbling as he searches through the clangs and dulls of the other bake. Oh, when is the last time stand? Like, there they are. Looks like we have one that's rusted and one that hasn't. What? Oh, get the pan that's already in the oven. Managed to clean it. No, definitely uncleanable. It's totally burnt. Batter everywhere. Grimey, can you... Jesus. I want to make out with Ford. Woo! Abby is back, baby! I shouldn't scream so loudly. My mother is gonna yell at me for that. Welcome back, Abby. I love Abby. Abby, my beloved. Okay, what? I forgot to read. Okay, you shake the cookies out in the trash, leaving you still hot but perfectly serviceable plan. You know what? I'll back up Mabel's claim. You return to the kitchen. Yeah, pan was definitely not salvageable. That completely toast. Yes. The savior, my savior, Abby, my love, my joy, my everything. Abby. Abby's like Jesus. Ford chuckles, and when he turns back to the recipe, Mabel gives you a winning smile and 2 thumbs up. Grimy. Abby, my beloved. You see that Ford has brought... yes, you are like Jesus, Abby. You're just like Jesus. We're both like Jesus. You see that, Abby? Fuck. Abby. Not Abby. Ford. God damn it. Abby's taking up too much of my brain. This is not cool. Mabel notably doesn't look sheepish in the slightest, still grinning in front of the mixing bowl. Our next step is to add butter. I'll measure it out. Imagine measuring out butter. Jesus. You don't notice Ford returning your stare until he clears his throat. Apparently, your ogling lasted just a moment too long. Grimy? Yeah? I just added the first cup of flour. You can stir it now. Oh, right. Ford adds another cup of and you stir the ingredients together, trying to ignore how red your face feels. Aw, look at you two. We're cute. Hold on. I have no idea what's happening. Pretty much, okay, so what started... This is the grimy recap of the silly game. Ford was testing out a fucking metal thing, a magnet. It attracted my car as I was driving, right? And so my car ended up crashing into the Mystery Shack, and now I'm staying with the Pines family until Stan could fix my car. And right now Mabel has set up a secret date between me and Ford because I am madly in love with Ford. That is pretty much what has happened. We also went. I also touched Mothman. Grimy HD _ touch Mothman. Yes, very slay. Talking about matchmaking, but Ford doesn't take it that way. That's not entirely accurate. There's an essential, you're an essential member of our baking trio. After all, who else is creative enough to come up with an unifying theme of all these cupcakes? You're right, I haven't even thought about that yet. Mabel, standing on a chair next to Ford to reach a counter, hops up and sits at the edge of the counter. Lovey-dovey or lovey-dovey? Gah! I can't decide. While Mabel works it out, blah blah blah. Wait, I have a perfect idea. A heaping cup of flour flying. Ford, I know, right? He's so... God, I love Ford. He's so hot. That's why I chose to go after him rather than Stan. I had the option to go after him or Stan, but I chose him because he's just... I love Ford. I also love the way, like, they draw, like, the artist for this draws the characters. It's so cool. Ford fumbles to catch it, but ultimately flails, and the cup, along with the bag, fall into the mixing bowl, sending a mushroom cloud of flour into your faces. No, the cupcakes. Flour cakes Ford's glasses, along with his nose, cheeks, and forehead, and in the front of his hair to the point where the color is indistinguishable from his usual streak of gray. Yeah, and the show, just in general, it's so fucking good. Like, I love it so much. I love it so much. Bro, I love Gravity Falls as a whole. Like, me and my younger sibling, we often, like, usually in summer we like would binge watch. Just in general, honestly, we binge watch Gravity Falls, and I love it so much. Like, I don't get tired of it. It's such a good show. Mabel, thankfully, sitting in the side of her perch on the counter, only got half covered in the explosion of flour, even though she's already got various spots of flour all over her sweater. Whoopsie daisies! It's okay, Mabel. Here, take this and dust the flour off. Mabel attempts to brush the flour off her sweater as Ford takes off his glasses, blowing puffs of white from his lenses and wiping them clean with the hem of his turtleneck. He manages to clear most of the flour off his skin, but he missed a spot. Ford? I'm fine. I have messier adventures in my time than a bit of flour. No, that's not it. It's, brush his hair out. I will do it myself. Sorry. You reach over to brush it out, and Ford leans uncertainly back. Excuse me? Oh, your hair is covered in flour, too. Sorry, I was just trying to get that out for you. I can take care of that now. Oh. No! No, I messed up! Ford, I'm sorry. Oh, this is upsetting now. No, it could have been such a romantic moment, but no. Looks like the only thing we can do now is... Dang. Guess how much flour was added and scaled the amount of rest of ingredients to match it. I was going to start over. But that's a brilliant idea, Grimey. Let's do it. Thank you. I'm so smart. Mabel, do you have another bowl for this operation? Good thing I found this mega big bowl for mixing. Mabel presents a vessel more akin to a tub than a mixing bowl. It's clean, though. And Ford transferred the batter over. Good call, Mabel. Are you secretly a psychic? Nope. It's just a little thing I call the power of Mabel. She does exaggerated jazz hands, shaking off more flour in the process. The three of you laugh before beginning As you measure out more sugar, you spot. God damn it! I don't know why I chose this game. I suck at reading out loud. I don't know why I keep choosing these types of games. Show off. The kitchen is quite quiet during the bustle of measuring, adding, and remixing, but after a couple of minutes, Mabel sighs. What's up, Mabel? I don't know, Grimey. It feels silly to talk about. Nothing's too silly. That's a broad statement, but the point is willing to listen to. Well, Granddad and Mistress are throwing a party about Mistress Yacht, right? You have no idea who either of these people are, but playing along for Mabel's sakes, yeah? Reading, I agree. Reading is way overrated. I hate reading. Reading is for losers. They're getting in the romantic zone. Greta even told me they kissed! Or it only gives a mild acknowledgement, so you have to amp up the reaction zone. They did not! They did so! Can you believe that? I seriously cannot believe that. Ford looks lost as he continues to mix batter together. Kiss! No! Rambo's nerd. Rambo's cringe. He tweeted. he's a nerd. He tweeted he won't be live because he's, I don't know. I don't remember what he said. Cringe. I know, right? Rem is so cringe. He won't be live for a while. I feel a little jealous. Grinda's like one of my best friends, and I don't get why I can't just be happy for her without feeling this way. Everyone feels like that sometimes. All you can do is try your best to stay positive for her, even if you're feeling a little bitter inside. And just know that eventually this feeling will pass. Really, everyone gets this way, even with friends. It doesn't mean you're a bad friend or anything. Thanks, Grimey. And anyways, if this is about romance, Mabel, you're only a teenager. You might feel like you're watching your friends get married and settle down so quickly, but that it doesn't start happening until you're like 25. People get married. I don't know the average marriage age, because I don't remember. Anyway, this game on itch.io. Yeah, it is. I was scrolling through itch.io. Itch.io. I can't speak. Yeah, but it is. It's free on the silly little place. That's where I got it. I was scrolling through it because... Okay. I was scrolling through it because, I wanted to stream, but I didn't know what. Because, like, I have a horror game in mind that I can stream. Originally, I wanted to play, Ace Attorney, but it's, like, $30 to $40. And I was like, I kind of don't want to pay $30 to $40. And also, I was, like, really sick. Because like, I'm sick right now. But, like, it was worse yesterday, and I was just like, I really want to stream because I'm bored. Yeah, it looks similar. I don't know how to pronounce it either. Yeah. Yeah. Rip. I know. Rip indeed. It's upsetting. I hate how much Ace Attorney costs. Because, like, it would have been so funny. Because last stream was, me murdering people in a game, right? So, well, not me. Because it was liar, but, you know. But, like, because I titled it going to, like, I put in the fucking notification that I'm going to court, and I could have done that for this one, and it would have been so funny, but no. I might play Ace Attorney one day. And she looks thoughtful. Getting married. I wonder when someone I know will get married. She's non-specific, but Ford pointedly coughs into his fist. I love watching people play horror games. I love that too. Like, I prefer watching people play horror games than playing them myself. Like, they're fun to play. But, like, I get really paranoid at horror games sometimes. It depends on, like, the type of horror, but, like, I get really paranoid. Like, the last time I played a horror game on stream, which was the Don't Open Your Eyes game, I got really paranoid while playing it. Like, I kept... Because I was in the dark, too. So I kept, like, looking behind myself, which was not fun. But it was a good game. I want to play a horror game, though. I have a horror game that Pitsky suggested. And I've been, like, trying to... Because I wanted to play it last stream, but I was like, maybe not, because and so what did I do? So I found a different game to play, and then I ended up playing Minecraft. But, like, it's a silly horror game. Like, it's genuinely, like, kind of scary. Like, the music gives me, like, the chills from the horror game. So I really want to play it, like, at least next month, because, like, it's nearing Halloween. So, like, not on Halloween, but in October I plan to play a lot more horror games than I have been, because, you know, spooky month, horror game, woo! Like, I want to play Halloween games, like, anything, like, around that. It would be so cool. Like, horror, Halloween, anything, like, you know, slaying. I thought they were, what? Yeah, and food coloring and marble in them, and no, that's just special. I'm thinking extra special. I'm thinking explosion rocks. You mean the tiny candy that makes your mouth all tingly? Exactly. Pop rocks are weird. Oh, yes, hopefully my notification doesn't spite me. Bro, that would be so upsetting if it doesn't. Fuck your notifications, man. But, like, it'd be so funny. It'd be funny. Ooh. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Pop rocks are weird. Like, the last time I had them was when my friend stayed over. My friend and my cousin were spending the night at my house, right? And my friend's mom came over to, like, drop off clothes and stuff, and his mom gave him a bag of candy, which had Pop Rocks in them. And so we ate Pop Rocks. Like, it was, like, pretty, like, it was, like, 12 p.m., I think? No, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., right? So it was pretty early. But yeah, no, we ate Pop Rocks, and I don't know. I prefer the blue Pop Rocks. I forgot the flavor, but they're really good. The only downside is that I don't like the feeling of when I swallow them, because, like, you can feel the tingling, like, in the back, like, bottom of your throat when you swallow them, and it's just so weird. I don't know. Pop Rocks are weird. I think I've only had I've had, the red, the blue ones, and then watermelon. No, that's what. Sorry. Because there's like two red. There's fruit punch and then there's watermelon. Then there's a blueberry one. And yeah. And then I've only had 3. I've had the watermelon, cherry. No, it's not cherry. It's strawberry, I think. And the blue ones, which I forgot what flavor they were. I've had like a little bit of all of those. The watermelon ones, actually, they're green. They're not red. They're green. The watermelons are okay, though. No, it's not. Yeah, it is, I think. I don't remember which one is which. No, because there's green and then red and then blue, right? And I don't remember whether it was the cherry or the watermelon that was green. I'm pretty sure it was the watermelon, because watermelon's usually green. Normally, you expect the atmosphere to turn awkward, but you find yourself anticipating something instead. You give Ford a smile. Kiss me. Ah, look at him. No calculation involved. I couldn't get all our hard work go to waste after you suggested salvaging it. I don't get it. You wanted to start over. Well, I had a whole plan in mind. We were going to quadruple the recipe, and now it's more like octuple. I think this was the better route to take. Now that I think about it, that was the last of a flour. Wait, damn. Stanley needs flour for pancakes this week. Well, he take When you take cupcakes for breakfast instead, they're gonna have plenty of extra. Cupcakes? I don't like cupcakes much. I'm really picky with like my cakes. Like I really like chocolate fudge cakes, but like even then they have like too much like stuff. Oh bro, but like tres leche? So good. Cupcakes are weird. Like why would you eat those? Like it's cake and then there's like a bunch of like frosting on top. Like it's not even an even amount. Like I prefer my cakes and like cupcakes with like even amount of like frosting to cake ratio, because like it's nice to like mix them together, because then it's not too cakey or too frosty. But cupcakes are just more like either more cake or more frosting, and it's weird. I don't like cupcakes. Like whenever I eat them, I usually cut them in half and then turn it into a sandwich, and even then it's not the best. But I'm someone who prefers like chocolate flavored cakes and treats, but like vanilla cupcakes or like party cake flavored cupcakes are really good. Yeah. Vanilla cupcakes, I prefer vanilla cupcakes when it like cupcakes. Yeah, vanilla. But like cake, I prefer chocolate. You were about to say something else, leaning in to continue the conversation when Mabel re-enters the room. She's carrying a cardboard box stuffed to the brim with vanilla cupcakes or supreme. I agree. Vanilla cupcakes, best cupcakes in the world. You cannot change my mind. Like if someone were to come up to me and tell me that I was wrong for liking vanilla cupcakes, I would possibly, I would hope that their pillows are warm on either side. I would hope that they stub their toe really hard. I'm back. All right, let's add these puppies to the cupcake mix. You and Ford start helping Mabel descent the explosion rocks into the batter. Ford glances at you as you shake the last pack into the bowl. Both of you know that the consumers of these cupcakes are going to get an unpleasant surprise from the exploding in their mouth, especially since the multicolored candy makes the batter look like unamusing funfetti. Well, that's what it's called. Not party cake. It's funfetti. I don't eat much sweets, honestly. I do want sweets now, though. After this bit, I want sweets. I want, like... Ugh. I'm gonna ask my mom to buy me fucking croquetas later. They're so good. There's still plenty of batter in the mixing bowl. You barely skimmed the surface with the first batch. You and Ford share another look. Alright, it's time for the best part. Frosting! What kind do we have? It's not what kind do we have, it's what kind we are making. Mabel presents another recipe card. I like how... Yeah, look at him. Oh, jeez. Thankfully, the frosting is far easier to make than the batter. By the time you and Mabel separate the sugary result into a few different bowls for coloring, the first batch of cupcakes come out of the oven 10 minutes ago. You have cooled down on the counter. As Mabel puts in, they're ready to be Mabelified. Ford grins at her as she starts dyeing a bowl of frosting bright pink. Decorating the cupcakes is by far the most fun part of the afternoon. The three of you sit around the kitchen table. Mabel purposely sits you and Ford next to each other, while she takes the remaining spot, and you use different frosting tips to make designs. finally revealed her theme to be outer space, because space is full of romance, and this way I can say their compatibility is out of this world. So the three of you hover marbled cupcakes in a galaxy-worthy combination of colored frosting. I always overcook my cakes and stuff when I bake. I mean, I messed up pasta the other day. I should not be no, bro, cause same. Like, I remember last time, me and my friends baked. It was my cousin. It was around the time when my cousin and friend were spending the night too. But like, we decided that we were gonna bake a cake, and it was by scratch too. We wanted to make a red velvet cake, right? We ended up screwing that up. It didn't turn out red. We added like the entire thing of but like a good amount of the fucking food coloring. It was not red, and we ended up overcooking it, so it was dry as fuck, right? And then when we made the frosting, because we decided to make our own frosting, we it tasted like yogurt, and we added like the remainder of the food dye because we couldn't get the cake red, so we were like, let's make the frosting red. And so that was unred velvet cake. Yeah, it was just chocolate cake. 'Cause red velvet cake is just chocolate cake, but red. And so, you know, it was terrible. We took the cake to school because we made it. So I have old pictures. I'm pretty sure we drew Weezer on the cake too. No, we didn't. Wait, I don't remember what we drew, but we drew stuff on the cake. And we gave it to our friends at school, right? Because we had school the next day. They stayed like because like they started staying at that place on Friday, and then they left on like Wednesday. But like, anyways, we had school the next day, and so we gave the cake to our friends, and they all said it was good. It was dry as fuck. I don't know how they thought it was good, but the frosting, they loved it. Me and my friend attempted to make spaghetti. Jesus Christ. What do you mean half the noodles weren't spaghetti? No, because like I can make spaghetti. I make pretty darn good spaghetti. Like my mom made spaghetti yesterday, actually. Oh, I love spaghetti. Spaghetti is like a comfort food for me. But like, how the fuck? Like I can understand some people are like shit in the kitchen. I'm personally really shit in the kitchen. Like I can only cook like really, really specific things, and even then I sometimes mess them up. But like Jesus. I remember once I said like I was making like microwavable like foods, and we used 2 different types of noodles because we didn't have enough spaghetti. Jesus. But, like I was making like microwavable food, right? And I ended up setting it on fire. Jesus. But I set the food on fire. Like I left the kitchen to go get something, and then I heard like the fire alarm beep, and then I was like, Jesus, I wonder what's going on. I go back in, there's my fucking microwave is all on fire, and I'm like, Mom! I shout for my mom, like, Mom, the kitchen's on fire, Mom! That was quite the experience. Bro, but like I know how to make like. I don't know how to make, but like, bro, I used to like buy like fish sticks, and I would like make them in the oven. Bro, those things are banger with ketchup. Oh my god, they're like chicken nuggets, but like fish. I love fish sticks, guys. If there's one thing you need to know about me, is that I adore fish sticks. Like, oh, I love fish sticks. They're so good. Wait, what? I'll smear it. You don't even know if Ford feels the same way, if at all. You don't want him to freak out, out with what she wants you to do. Oh, kiss him? Can't let the icing go to waste. What? Quickly stick it in your mouth, suckling the icing off. It tastes great, thankfully. Something distracts you from Ford's matching you and Ford's ba. You could have told me it was there, you know, and let you try. And you get your first try of the icing. Nah. Fair enough. Was it good? You grin at them both, glad that Ford wasn't too uncomfortable earlier. Fish sticks are honestly really good, but I keep distracting you for a game. You do. It's fine. You know, I'm a commentary person. I need to speak. I mean, I've been distracting myself from the game. Like, you do nothing different. But, like, fish sticks are really good. I love fish sticks so much. Like, my school, they give out, like, fish nuggets, fish sticks on occasion. My friends bully me for it. I don't know why. But, like, because, like, it's genuinely really good. My school food is shit, right? But whenever they give us fish nuggets, I would die for those things. Like, Oh my god. And my friends are like, ew, why do you like that? Like, it's good. It's good. They have bad taste buds. It's delicious. We're making a good tin. You say that to Mabel, but you turn to Ford. He smiles at you knowingly back before you blah blah blah. Eventually, the three of you finish decorating over 100 cupcakes. Jesus. I can't believe we're finally done. I want to kiss him. No, but we're not done. There's just one last thing to do. Clean up, because we have a huge mess here. No, Grandpa Ford, more important than that. More urgent. More desperately needed. Ford looks perplexed. What could that be? The glitter. Pulls out a sizable tub of blue edible glitter that had been sitting at the back corner of the counter for, you're guessing, the whole afternoon you've been here, unscrewing the lid, revealing its sparkling, shiny contents. Each of you grab a handful of glitter, sprinkling it liberally over every cup. I don't like glitter. Glitter sucks. The only person who seems to be hesitating is Ford, who keeps stopping to attempt glitter gradients in order to keep his earlier icing work clear of Aww. Mabel always comes in after him, though. She feels the blank side. The whole thing sparkles. Soon enough, the tub is left nearly empty. Great! All of these are for the party. Except that this one's for Dipper, this one's for Grunkle Sands, and that one's for Waddles. Mabel puts the exceptions aside, and in the end of the three, you grab a cupcake each. As a reward for an afternoon's hard work, you tap them together in a pseudo toast, and absolutely devour them. The cupcakes taste odd, but that's what makes it amazing. It's probably the explosion in rocks. You can detect the faint spice of love and adoration. A good, if not perfect, cupcake. The remaining cupcakes are strategically fitted in. You okay? No, because once me and my friends, it was like around the time the first Sonic movie came out, right? And me and my two friends were like, we were gonna go to like the cinema to watch it, right, together, right? And one of my friends, we went to pick them up, right? And as he got in the car, he was like, guys, look. And we were like, what? And he turned his hand to show his hand was covered in glitter for some reason. And then in response, he wiped it on my pants, and we were like, dude. And then after that, we had to wash his hand off in the goddamn car, and we used my other friend's like shirt as a fucking sweater as like a towel to dry. And I tell you, to this day, like I remember like not even that long ago, I saw that same goddamn glitter like when I went into because my mom changed her car, right? It was an old different car, right? But like I went back to that car because like it's now my brother's car, and I saw that fucking glitter in there, and I was just like, no. Grandma played a cupcake that said, I hate glitter so much. Like, every time I have to work with it, bro, I genuinely hate it. I don't like glitter. I don't like how it sticks to people, or me. Like, I hate it. Your heart freezes in your chest as Ford looks at Mabel exit with an unreadable look, then faces you. You see, I know what's going on. Wait, what? What did Mabel say? This isn't the first time Mabel said, oh, shit! Oh, shit! Find my match. You can't find the words to express your mixture of relief and confusion, Ford explained. I suppose she's at the age where kids think something about romance and dating. Stanley and I are two of her recent subjects for these compatibly experiments. Last time, Mabel reached out to Mermando to set me up with a merman. He's gay! She didn't tell me about the kind of situation it was, so I unknowingly grilled him with it. Oh, okay, I thought he meant genuinely grill him. Ford gives you a small, genuine smile, but I can't say that it's all been bad. After all, I haven't managed to repeat that kind of mistake yet here. So, wait, should I be funny or... I can joke, or I can... You know what? I'll joke. Gives you an unamused chuckle. Oh, fuck, amused. You both look around the disaster scene of a kitchen, since Mabel conveniently had other things to do. She left you and Ford the task of cleaning everything. Ford rolls his sleeve up and adjusts his glass. Come on, let's get the kitchen cleaned up. Oh. What? Are you kidding me? What do you mean I can't? What do you mean? God, this is going terrible. No, I want to get with please. You don't think you've been more nervous in your life. I'm I'm skipping text. I can't. Dang. Dang indeed. I'm in agony right now, man. I'm upset. I'm distraught right now, chat. I'm distraught. She shoves the clothes. What do you do? Oh, no. I'm gonna throw up. What do I do? I'm so nervous. Oh, no. You put on the outfit Mabel picked up for you and head to the living room, where Dipper promptly guards the way into the kitchen with a Noodle's arm. Mabel wants me to keep you in here until Great Uncle Ford is ready. Huh? Okay then, I'll stay here. You take a seat in Stan's recliner, trying to look relaxed and composed, but your shaking hands give you away to Dipper, who's reading in front of the door. You look nice. I know Mabel picked it. I kind of helped, but it's nice. He was trying to distract you. Sweet kid. You smile at him. I love the way they... I love his silly little hat. Before returning to his book, The Field Guide to Bigfoot. Grimy HDMI. You can come in now. You jolt to your feet, heart in your throat. What do you do? Here goes nothing. I'm not going to ask a 13-year-old for advice. Just be yourself, Grimy. Oh, he's giving me advice. Uncle Ford likes you. I can tell, trust me. He gently shoves you towards the kitchen door. It looms in front of you menacingly. I love gills. Now. Oh, fuck. Now you go get him, Tiger. Was that weird to say? Good luck out there. Dating my great uncle. Gross. Anyways. With surprising strength, Dipper pushes you through the door as Mabel opens it. You stumble into the kitchen and look up and... Oh, God. Whoa! Oh, my God. Oh, is it me or is it hot in here? Oh, God. Ford's dressed up, too. He's in a three-piece suit with a maroon necktie. How did Mabel know your only weakness? Well, that and... Wait. He has flowers. You make eye contact after examining one another, and you feel your face flush red as his Maple beams, clapping your little hands together. Yay! Now it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the Mabel Certified Dinner Date of Dreams. I knew Grunkle Ford would be hopeless on a romantic dinner date on his own, so I'm here to make this one perfect. You only now notice that she's wearing a bright pink apron, and that something smells very burnt. Mabel? Dipper pushes you further into the kitchen. Mabel shoves Ford forward, and the two of you stumble almost into colliding with one another. Ford straightens up and clears his throat. His face is as red as his tie. Well, these are for you, Grimey. You take a closer look at the bouquet and discover that a third of the bouquet are real flowers. They look to have been picked from outside the shack. The other total are pipe cleaner flowers with glittery petals, and another third are origami lilies. Aww. Judging by both Ford and Dipper's paper cuts and Maple's sparkly sticky fingers, they collaborate to make you... Aww. This is the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. I didn't know you folded origami. Oh, well, yes, a little. Dipper made the majority of the flowers, but he needed help curling the lily petals, and that was my contribution. Great Uncle Ford, you did way more than that. You picked the colored paper, and the lilies were gonna be too. They're red, of course. From your limited knowledge of color symbolism, the message is clearly sent across, and you flush a scarlet at the lilies. Thank you, Ford. They're beautiful. I'm glad you like them, Grimey. Farming of the Oz. I know, right? Ford smiles at you. You attempt to smile back, but you're too flustered to make it. To really make the to make the expression. Hopefully he understands what you mean. Dipper takes the flowers off, and you manage to stuff the bouquet into an empty 2-liter bottle of Pit TM. What is Pit TM? I hope it's nothing bad. Oh wait, it's the Coke. The silly Coke with the pits. Sticking in the middle of this. Ew. Why in a two? Okay. Wait, I hope it has water instead. Sticking it in the middle of the table so you can't see Ford anymore once you sit down. You successfully scoot the vase to the side until Ford's pink cheeks are nervous expression are visible again. Even if you're certain, you look way more pink with embarrassment. Well, I'll leave you guys to it then. Chef Mabel, you ready? Sure am, bro. So ready. Mabel's standing on a stool and readying 2 plates of food, the contents of which you can't see yet due to the mass of her hair and Dipper's hat. Ford waves at you and you turn to him, leaning forward so he can whisper to you. Do you have any idea what they're doing over there? Yeah, as long as there are no Brussels sprouts in the mix. She has a bowl of jelly beans. She has a bowl of jelly beans, so whatever happens. Really? No, not if I get them first. You two are going to share some intense eye contact in the same rivalry before you start laughing, and Ford grins at you, shaking his head. Oh, look at his little smile. Mabel whirls around and hops off the stool, brandishing 2 glasses of something disturbingly bubblegum pink. She places them down on a table with a flourish. Ta-da! 2 tall glasses of maple juice. Such a delicacy. What ingredients did you use? You glance at Ford, giving him a face of, play along, please, don't leave me alone in this. Oh, yes, Mabel. Yeah, this truly looks exquisite. Pray tell, what's your method? Are the plastic dinosaurs and Monopoly pieces just decoration for this fine creation? Mabel's too busy giggling at you both to answer, and she thankfully doesn't notice that neither of you touch your drinks. My feet are cold. Ford's too busy smiling at you from across the table as you ask Mabel about her secret ingredients for maple juice, and whether she used a blender or a food processor to mix it all together, calling it a true work of art. Anyways, on to the main course. Viola turns back to the stove and grabs 2 plates of food covered with cloth. She places one in front of Ford and one in front of you before stretching across the table and pulling both cloths into place at once. What awaits you on each plate is horrifying, to say the least. There's a pile of 3 very burnt chicken nuggets, dinosaur chicken nuggets, and if you'd expect anything else, some half-wet, half-dry noodles with a slice of cheese dabbed on top, and a handful of jelly beans. The special ingredients, of course. As someone who's a really picky eater, I would not eat that. I might try to eat the burnt chicken nuggets, but the Mabel special, it's not a fancy cook. It's just a cute little girl. Fuck, I'm just a cute little girl. But I slaved away at the romantic dinner for you two. Dang it. Mabel, Ford looks to you, panicked. Take a long, hard sip of your drink. Mabel looks despondent. Are you not hungry? No, I am starving you. I'm just carefully considering what to eat first. Definition of carefully considering, picking what to throw out the open window when Mabel's back is turned. Yeah, we're just thinking, though. I'm going for the jelly beans first. Good idea. Yep, jelly beans first. You and Ford dig into the jelly beans, going as far as to try and spear them on their forks to play the part of high cuisine dinner. Ford seems to relax a little as the dinner continues, but once the last jelly bean has been eaten, the 2 of you go silent again. Ford glances between you and remains of his spoon, swallowing hard. Mabel rushes in to save the day. Oh, of course, I forgot the sauces and stuff. Silly Mabel. Mabel goes into the fridge and grabs a bottle of ketchup and mustard, placing them on the table next to you. Is that the blue glitter we used on the cupcakes? Yep, you're lucky since there's still some left. Why is it here? Garnish, silly. You know I have to. You guys know I have to. You pick up the glitter and shake some of the burnt chicken nuggets. Wow. Well, there's more now blue and twinkly. The glitter hides the burnt bits and makes the chicken nuggets look a little bit more fabulous. Why? They're pretty now. Add a little glitter in anything if possible. Ford laughs and you hold the bottle of glitter in front of him, shaking it enticingly. Come on, join me with the pretty nuggets, if you say so. Ford decorates his nuggets with bedazzled nuggets. And your respective plates shine under the kitchen light. Mabel looks at you both expectingly, like you're going to chow down on your dinners now that it's been appropriately sauced up. Eat up! You've got a lot of food left. As for Ford to continue the dinner, the burnt chicken nuggets. Ford, as we're in a gourmet restaurant right now, Ches Mabel, what would you rate the food as? Ford looks confused, but plays along. Ah yes, best food in the multiverse, I say. Such creative use of glitter, and the dinosaurs sauteed to perfection. Magnificent. 5 stars, mostly because of the glitter. It's my favorite. I rate it 11 jelly beans out of 10. Fairly certain that's not how one rates restaurants. This is Ches Mabel, Ford. It defines all logical explanation on the standard for rating this very high-class cuisine. Mabel beams at you, and you both giggle. Out of the corner of an eye, you catch Ford smiling in your direction. But before you can return the gesture, he turns his attention to Mabel. Maybe this can be saved somehow. Mabel stares at you both, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, awaiting some sort of magic to happen. You swallow nervously and look for Ford before you cup your hand to the right side of your mouth, hiding your mouthwards to Mabel's eye. I have an idea. You tap your head with your other hand, trading your idea further. Ford gestures across the table as if to say the floor is yours. I'll ask her about dessert. Maple, what have you planned for dessert at this classy establishment where we must be some sweet treats up for grabs? Oh yeah, I think Dipper was gonna help me in those. Dipper? Mabel hops down from his stool and snaps her fingers at the two of you. No cuddling when I'm gone, okay? She leaves you both red-faced and stammering as she skips out the door. Ford turns to you, smiling nervously. Grimy, I know Mabel tried her best, and I'm not accustomed to the dating game, as Stan calls it. For the first time in a while, I don't know what to do. Do you? You stop thinking for a moment. Dipper told you something earlier today, an idea in case of Mabel's of certified first date dreams. Bah. You suppose this is perfect time to exact plan B. Alright, but we gotta act fast. Watch my movements. You pick up your plate and struggle not to laugh as Ford mimics you almost perfectly. And Shovelkin takes your dinner into Waddle's mouth. The pink shoe swallows and nuzzles your leg. Really? According to Dipper, Waddles will eat anything. You give him yours too. That way it looks like we ate. You hear footsteps studying down the hallway. Mabel's on her way back. And quick, you gently push Waddles towards Ford, who quickly feeds him the rest of his dinner. Waddles snores happily at the two of you before settling down between your feet, content and full. And I'm back. Hey, you guys, we're just kidding around. What did you think of the dinner? Waddles burps. Perfect. Absolutely delicious, Mabel. You're quite the chef, you know. Mabel beams happily at you both. Also, Mabel, can we take desserts to go? I want to take Ford somewhere on this date. Ford flushes scarlet at that. Mabel looks between the two of you and nods, wiggling her brows at you. You sly dog, of course. We're gonna have sex! Sorry, we're not gonna have sex. Whoa there, Tiger. First date. With a popsicle each, you lead Ford away from the shack, away from town and up a hill. Where are we going? Oh, this is, but you point upwards with your popsicle and... A meteor shower? The timing almost seemed too perfect. Too perfect. I didn't want to miss out on seeing it with you. You both flush as you sit down shoulder to shoulder. I'm surprised you went looking into meteor showers, Grimey. Well, after our last time searching for anomalies, I got curious about other celestial stuff. Also, Dipper told me about it. Plan B. Ford laughs. The kid's bright. The twins are both very smart and very close for siblings. Ford pauses, and it's obvious there's something on his mind. What's the matter? He turns to you, his mouth open, as you're going to say more, but he closes it. I'm surprised how close they are. Practically inseparable. Stan and I were never like that. He's trauma dumping! Oh my god! /J. You seem like you are now. What happened? Well, we were very close friends. Best friends. But once we went to high school, things changed. Do you realize that Ford's hand is resting a few inches from you casually? So casually. You're just almost casual Fridays. What? Themselves. Blah, blah, blah. Did something happen? Well, yes, something happened. Ford sighs, leaning back. Oh my god, he's telling us about his very mysterious backstory. He notices your hand near his, thinks for a moment, but decides to keep talking instead. Stan and I had planned since we were children. We were going to get on a boat and sail far away from our New Jersey home. Far away from our family, friends, everyone. Just him and me and our Stan of War. The boat we fixed up. I had a chance at admission to college in my dreams. My other dreams, anyways. I always thought the Stand of War was a lost childhood fantasy and that one day we'd grow up and go our separate ways. And we wouldn't be as close as we used to. My acceptance into said college hinged on the results of, for my science fair project. A perpetual motion machine that I designed. The machine was flawless. The calculations were triple checked. I had researched my full presentation in preparation. I could practically see myself at the university studying with endless resources at my disposal and everything, several doctorates. For his sides again, rubbing his temples. But it was that day of the science fair. The admission team for our university were there in front of me, ready to view the machine. I pulled off the cloth cover and it was broken. My entire future was ruined. Oh, Ford. A perpetual motion machine has one job, to not stop. The admission team left, crossing me off their considerations, rejecting my entire presentation, my calculation, my hard work, my chances of going to my dream school. Scrapped. It wasn't until I found out a bag of toffee peanuts and on the ground that I realized Stan had something to do with it. After that, we didn't talk for 10 years. I went to university, but it wasn't exactly my first choice. It wasn't until I came to Gravity Falls when I saw Stan again, and he cut himself off sharply, deep in reflection. He looked so heartbroken, so sad. Let him continue. You stay quiet, watching him think. What happened with you, Stan? Ford sucks in a deep breath. We forgot. We thought, fuck, I hurt him. It wasn't on purpose, but I still hurt him. Then an accident happened and I lost him again. I didn't see him for another 30 years after that. You're tempted to pry to ask what the accident was, but Ford seems finished with the story. He swallows nervously, awaiting a response. People change like the tides in the ocean. At least I think I'm dead wrong. 20 hours in an oven at the E. Sorry. People change, Ford. You're a different person then. You've gone through so much since you were in high school. I'm sure Stan didn't mean to break your machine or to upset you like he did. He just didn't want to lose his brother. He didn't want to be alone. Ford looks down in reflection. He didn't want to be alone, and neither did I. Ford exhales. He looks tired, wiser than you remember. The man you played dungeons, and more dungeons seem to have disappeared. You're right, Grimey. I am? Oh, he's so handsome. You are... I never looked at it like that. I never looked at you like that. You're smarter than I expected. Man, it's hot up this hill. Sweltering even. Maybe that's just you, who knows? Well, I have my moments, I suppose. I didn't mean that kind of smart, Grimey. I mean a different sort of smart. You're kind and caring, and suddenly you realize how close you are. Feelings mutual, Ford. True love's high five. No, I'm gonna kiss his cheek. You lean forward a little. Ford stiffens. Are you sure that, Ford? You cup his cheek in the palm of your hand, duck to the other side of his place, and gently press your lips to his cheek. Woo! I kissed him. Wow. Better than the burned chicken nuggets? Ford snorts. Against yours. Far better. Unbelievably better. The two of you head back towards the shack and hand in hand in a comfortable silence. Once you reach the door, grins. I wanted to say thank you for tonight, for being there for me. Anytime, Ford. I had a great time. You stand at the door at his house with two teenagers on the first date. Well, you are, you suppose. Hopefully we can have more dates like this. Ford flushes red at the mention of a date, which is so adorable you start laughing. Yes, we shall most definitely have to engage in more of these dates with you and myself. Dating. You smile at him, and his blush further spreads on to the tips of his ears. He exhales, tugging at his collar. If I get to see you smile like that again, then I'd be happy to have more dates. It's your turn to flush pink, and you both laugh as the front door swings open. Standing in the doorway is Mabel, who looks relieved to see you both. Where did you go? I gave you desserts and you abandoned me! You sly kid, sneaking off to have fun by yourself. Did you have fun? You and Ford glance at each other, grinning. We certainly did. I'm so glad. Now, sorry. Come inside before you get bitten by mosquitoes. Dipper yells from inside. Mine spell out. What? Does that spell dating? Both of you and Ford shout, what? Simultaneously that. He's making that up for comedic effect. They really just look like cat paws today. What? I don't know what he was talking about. Dipper appears in the front of the door with Mabel scratching at his arm. Yeah, I did. You want to see the cat paw though? You turn to Ford, who looks very excited to see you connect the dots and mosquito bites. We'd love to, Dipper. I bet it doesn't have 6 toe beans. The toe beans! Come on, Dipper, I want to know. Mabel grabs you, Dipper grabs Ford, and you both tug into the shack, your laughter echoing into the woods of the house. I'm pogging, chat. Oh! This game's like 3 hours long, Jesus. I thought it was gonna end at this. No, there's more. We're at the pool. Imagine wearing POV. Character Wilbur Soot. Character Wilbur Soot be like children in their boy bands. Ba ba ba. Oh my God, he knows the bop bop bop. Sorry, bop bop bop. It's the silly TikTok. Ford, yeah. You have California fridge magnet stuck to your forehead. Wilbur? Wilbur Soot, POV character Wilbur Soot. With his silly little turtleneck, the trench coat. Yeah. Wilbur Soot smells really bad. The character. I'm peeling it off. I'm gonna kiss it. Wait, what? Ford sits on the edge of the pool and dangles his feet in. Having not worn a suit, you have one under your clothes, but you're kind of nervous to get undressed. Strip. You shrug and take off your clothes, which promptly startles Ford into an even deeper embarrassment. Smelly Wilbur. You sit with Ford at the edge of the pool, swinging your legs back and forth through the water. The two of you sit in silence for a moment. Do you go swimming a lot? Me? No. I used to swim a lot as a kid since we lived close to the ocean, but now I'm not. I don't know how to swim. Like, I don't know how to swim. I used to be in swimming classes when I was younger, but then I got asthma. I don't know how to swim. So if you were to throw me in the ocean, I would drown. I can slightly, like, swim under the water. Like, if I slightly. But, like, in general, like, for survival, I cannot swim. Something's troubling him. Ford, what's the matter? He looks up at you, wide-eyed and blinking behind his thick glasses. Oh, nothing, just thinking. Stay silent. Instead, starts rolling your finger in the water, too. Occasionally curling your finger around his in an accident, of course. Eventually, you both stop messing with them. My parents just expected us to learn yourselves. Wait, really? No, because my mom, how my mom learned how to swim is because, like, where she comes from. She doesn't come from, she was, like, born in a Hispanic place, right? But, like, she apparently, because, like, she used to live by, like, a big, like, river, like, type thing. I don't remember, but they used to wash their clothes in, like, the river, right? And, apparently, she went to go put us in the pool and sat at the table and watch. Jesus! But, like, what happened with my mother is that because she has, like, a bunch of older siblings, right? So her older brother, right, he was, like, cleaning stuff, and then she was there, too. And then he was like, you know what? So he grabbed my mom, like, my mom was, like, what, 5, 6 in this time? He grabbed her and threw her into the ocean. He threw my mom into the ocean and it's like, yeah, learn. And that's pretty much how all of my, like, uncles and aunts learned how to swim. They were all fucking tossed into the ocean to learn on their own. Like, I find that really funny. But, like, also, it's kind of dangerous because imagine just, like, the amount of deaths that happen because of that. Because, like, I imagine there's, like, quite a few casualties. I don't think it's good to toss your kid into the ocean or giant body of water. Sounds like my family. I lucked out because the waters here are kind of, like, where I live are kind of, like, dangerous and shit, and they don't let parents just toss it because, like, I don't live by any pools, and the community pool usually they don't let, you know, don't throw your kids in the water, and the oceans here are kind of dangerous, so they wouldn't, because, like, sometimes usually the ocean, like, big waves, you know, it depends on the beach, but, like, you know. But, I looked out, and my dad was like, no, we're not throwing our son into the fucking ocean. And so he was like, no, I'll give him swimming classes. Get him swimming classes. I never learned how to swim, though, so that was a waste of money. I don't know what he said. About myself, things I'm not sure you'd like. Of course, it's a great Uncle Ford side of things. With Dipper and Mabel, but, you know, blah blah blah. When you're ready, you can tell me. Good companion, but to put it lightly, of course, the whole dating thing. He blushes. Ford coughs, and you start giggling. Well, that I mean, there's nothing about you that could do me significant harm. Just wait until I peel off my human skin and become a lizard person. Dang it, okay, I'm gonna have to go. Aww. I'll see you, Abby. I enjoyed having you here. I hope you have a good time. Bye, Abby. Within the set of species residing on the Earth, there's existence race of lizard people. Then surely they walk among us, Grimey. That subject is of no joking matter. You stare at him, an eyebrow raised. Bye! Both of you burst out laughing, the sound echoing around the empty pool, and the corner of your eyes notice Ford scooting closer to you. Grimy, you haven't heard of Gravity Falls until you crashed into the shack because of my magnet gun, correct? I read about the shacking being a tourist trap in Oregon, but that's just about it. Gravity Falls wasn't even on my map. Why do you ask? That's to be expected. Most people don't know about Gravity Falls until they see it themselves or do elaborate research on them. Remember when we went hunting for Mothman, how I warned you about the other creatures that can be found in the woods and around town? There are many more oddities, bizarre creatures, geographical anomalies, secret societies, and strange townspeople. Like I've said before, its unique concentration of weirdness is how it drew me to Gravity Falls in the first place and made it a perfect place to conduct my research. Exactly, that's what I wondered. My greatest question during these studies was why? Why was this town so strange? I tried to find an answer, a unifying theory that would pull my research together and finally grant me success, but I hit a wall in my search. I had no ideas, no leads, with nothing and no one to help me until I found a being by the name of Bill Cipher. He came to me with my dreams, claiming he was godly muse, a friend, someone who could do a lot with a little help, and I believed him. Ford continues with a certain bitterness you've certainly never heard in his tone before. I put my unconditional trust on him. I asked for his wisdom, for his guidance, put him on a godly pedestal and worshipped him, even going so far as to litter my house with his image. Well, when I consulted Bill about my unifying theory, he told me that my answer lay in another dimension, and that he would help me build a portal to it. Obviously, I built it without hesitation, without thought, and instead of being a doorway to a weirdness dimension, as I had led to believe, it turned out to be led to the nightmare realm, Bill's realm. He had tricked me, and all he wanted was to cross into our dimension and model it all into his chaotic image. I shut the portal down before his plans could be realized, but it was too late. My mind was in shambles from Bill's influence. I should have ended it. I should have torn the portal now, but I had so much into making it, and I hid the instructions for its operation. Instead, I entrusted a piece of it to Stanley. But after 10 years, Ford paused, sucking in his deep breath. We fought in the midst of it all. One of us pushed a button, pulled a switch. The portal was reactivated that day, and I was pulled into it. I spent the next 30 years in that portal, years of searching for an answer, a new question. How to defeat Bill once and for all? But I was pulled back to the dimension by my home dimension too early, and all of the frustration came crashing down. In this tiny town, in a grand multiverse, I truly believed I was meant for something more. Bill told me that I would change the world. I would never question it if it would be for better or for worst. At the time, of course, but I didn't realize that repercussions of my actions would be so catastrophic. But you did it, right? I did what? Built the portal, left, came back, etc. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. I did, yes, but I didn't do it alone. I was pulled back through the portal by Stanley himself and Dipper and Mabel, of course. However, because that portal had been reactivated, Bill could enter our world at any time. I destroyed the portal device once and for all, but what was left was an interdimensional rift in space-time, left over from the portal's last operation. It had potential to build through our dimension. I contained it, but the rift shattered. Bill entered the physical realm and wreaked havoc on Gravity Falls in an event called Weird Mageddon. Me, I was captured, turned into a sideshow as the devil's right hand. While my family was left to deal with the reins of my grave mistake, it was an apocalypse, weirdness exploding from every corner, anomalies even I couldn't explain everywhere. It was Bill's doing, but he breathes out, frustrated with himself. It was still my fault. As much as I would like to go back and say it wasn't, I still caused the whole thing. I brought Bill here. I helped him with his plan. You learned a lesson. Sometimes people don't have the best intentions at heart. By the sounds of it, this Bill character had no heart. He's a demon, so no. It's a mark on your conscience, and it hurts to remember. but you fixed your mistake. You stopped the world from ending, and you remembered that your family are some of the best dang people I've certainly ever met, and that you get to relate to them. They are rather great. Even after all of that, they still love you, don't they? Mabel set up a romantic dinner. Dipper helped you with the DD and MD campaign. Stan, well, you know how much your twin brother cares for you. He built your entire portal back up and brought you home. Ford nods, squeezing your hand. I love gay people. It was awful and a bad, yeah. You messed up, but it doesn't define you. You're incredibly intelligent. I'm bored. I can't read too much anymore. I want to make out with him. Aww. Of course he likes jelly. I haven't had jelly beans in a while. It's been a good while since I've had jelly beans. How long does this go on for? That was my last day. There he is. Thought you were gonna miss our big rival. Now, you guys. Ford and Stan watch. Blah blah blah. Ta-da! It's amazing. I'm bored of reading. Oh, my back. God, I need a better gaming chair. Because right now I just have a broken stool. That's my chair, chat. Like, I have a broken stool, and that's what I sit on whenever I game. And thanks to all of you for everything. It's been great. Familiar keys, blah, blah, blah. Just something to remember. So Stan calls from where he stands with Ford to left your car. I don't know what that is, but it's from me too. And me. Dipper simply shoots you a thumbs up, and when you look at the label on Mabel's gift, you see his name is already on it besides hers. I open it. I want to open it. But no, fuck! I accidentally clicked on that. Chides you. No, you gotta open it on the road after you leave, or well, after you stop at a rest stop because you're driving. Please don't get into an accident. The truck. You tuck the gift in the trunk of your in the trunk on top of everything else. Make sure it's safe from being crushed. Mabel waddles come up to you. You're really going to miss Gravity Falls too. I don't know what to say except I guess you're saying goodbye when Ford interrupts you. Grimey, wait. Oh boy. Come on, kids, back in the house. Nothing to see here. Aw, but I want to see. Stan shoos the kids back in the shack, leaving Ford and you alone outside. Ford steps closer to face you. Grimey, I've never been great. Fuck. At relationships. In college, I ruined what chances I had, and anything after that is best left forgotten. But I think I want to try this with you, Grimey, if you'll have me. I don't think I will. I want this, Ford. I think this will work, and I want to keep in touch, Ford. I wanted to ask for your number ages ago, but the shack's landline is exactly private, and I don't think you own a cell phone. Oh no, Stanley's the one who bothers with regular cell phones for the kids' sake, but I connected my watch to the interweb, as they say. And you can send me electronic mail, or... Ford hands you a folded piece of paper with parts of his cursive peeking from its folds. You almost start to unfold it before it places a hand over yours. You can send me a letter. This one is just to start us off. You look up at him and feel the desire to kiss him, kiss him, kiss him, kiss him. You lead up and give him a parting kiss on the cheek. On the cheek? That's kind of cringe, dude. When he steps back, blushing. You know, Grimey, meeting you has made me incredibly glad that I made the mistake with the magnet gun. Not that stranding you here was the positive, but remember me, alright? Same to you. Don't forget me while you're off saving the world on the Stano War. Goodbye, Ford. Ford watches you get in your car and you start up the engine. You turn onto the road with ease, and in the rearview mirror you see Ford waving goodbye, as well as Dipper, Mabel, and Stan from the shack. You smile at the sight and say a last goodbye into the quiet of your car, watching until you have focus on this road once more. A little while longer you're trying into town and you back to open road. A sign passes on the right, now leaving Gravity Falls. I'm vibing. This is a vibe. Not until you at your next rest stop you think to open Mabel's gift. Oh well, the Pine family gift. You unwrap it and find Mystery Shack souvenirs. A small knitted sweater Mabel has hopefully labeled as a mug sweater and a photo. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm vibing. No, 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 no. Is that it? Oh. That's such a good game. I really enjoyed that game. Wow. Well, I think that's the end for today, chat. I hope you all enjoyed the silly little game. I hope you all... Wait, I need to play silly little jingles. I need a silly little jingle to play in the background. Hold up. This one. Yeah, this one's a vibe. Anyways, I hope everyone has a great rest of your days or evenings, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you guys maybe next week. I'm not sure. Maybe next weekend, actually. I'm not too sure, because I might be traveling next weekend. I'm not sure. But I'll see you guys as soon as possible. As soon as I physically can. Because, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to play next stream. Maybe it might be a horror game. Who knows? Who knows, chatters? Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Goodbye! Bye-bye!